What if your déjà vu isn't just a random misfiring in your brain? Could these moments of uncanny familiarity actually be echoes from another life, a road already traveled on a different path? Have you ever experienced a déjà vu so vivid, so intense, that it felt like a forgotten memory bubbling to the surface? For years, science has offered explanations for déjà vu, attributing it to memory glitches, dual processing errors, or neurological anomalies. Other schools of thought suggest it might be premonitions or glimpses into future possibilities. But what if the scientific explanations are only half the story? What if the neurological processes are simply the mechanism through which your soul accesses these memories, like a radio tuning into a specific frequency, rather than the cause of the experience itself? Consider the concept of branching timelines, where every choice creates a new reality, a different version of your life unfolding. Taking one job over another might have led you down a drastically different path than you find yourself today, perhaps even a parallel one. However, the conventional explanations often fall short of fully accounting for the emotional resonance, that profound sense of knowing, that accompanies these experiences. Perhaps what you are really feeling is the resonance of previous timelines overlapping your current experience, like ripples of a stone thrown in a pond. By understanding the concept that déjà vu is much more than a fleeting moment, that it is, in fact, a soul memory, it can provide invaluable insights into your life path, purpose, and potential for growth. Therefore, this video explores the compelling idea that your déjà vu is, in actuality, your soul remembering previous timeline shifts, thus offering a unique lens through which to view your life's journey. The core question becomes, how can truly understanding your déjà vu empower you to navigate your present timeline with far greater awareness and a renewed sense of purpose? Prepare to unlock hidden talents, resolve long-standing karmic patterns, and make more conscious choices by interpreting these often overlooked timeline memories. Let's begin by exploring the concept of the soul's journey through multiple timelines, and exactly how this profoundly relates to the seemingly simple phenomenon of déjà vu. What if those fleeting feelings of familiarity aren't just glitches in your brain, but rather glimpses into the vast, multidimensional nature of your very soul? What if your soul exists outside of the constraints of linear time, simultaneously experiencing countless timelines, each a variation of your life's journey? Your soul isn't limited to the singular, linear experience that your conscious mind perceives. Instead, it operates on a higher plane, where time is fluid and all possibilities exist at once. This understanding recontextualizes everything you thought you knew about reality, revealing that your soul is an eternal traveler, navigating the infinite landscape of existence. Imagine a book with an infinite number of pages, each depicting a different version of your life. Your conscious mind reads the book sequentially, one page at a time, experiencing life as a linear progression. But your soul perceives the entire book at once, every page, every possibility, every outcome. Déjà vu is like briefly glimpsing another page, a different chapter, a forgotten memory from a timeline your soul is actively experiencing, even if your conscious mind hasn't yet caught up. Think about those moments when you feel an overwhelming sense of familiarity, as if you've been in that exact place, at that exact time, with those exact people before. What if that feeling wasn't just a trick of the mind, but a genuine resonance with another version of your reality? But here's the key. Your soul's simultaneous experience of all timelines is the reason why you experience déjà vu. When your conscious mind momentarily aligns with your soul's broader awareness, you tap into the memories and emotions associated with those other timelines, creating that unmistakable sense of familiarity. It's like catching a faint radio signal from another dimension, a fleeting connection to a path already walked, a choice already made, or a lesson already learned in a different reality. Remember, every decision you make creates a branching timeline, a new possibility springing forth from the present moment. Your soul is constantly navigating these shifts, drawn to specific timelines to experience particular lessons, fulfill soul contracts, and evolve towards its highest potential. What they don't want you to know is that these moments aren't just random occurrences. They're breadcrumbs dropped by your soul, guiding you along your path. So how can you tap into this multidimensional awareness and decipher the messages your soul is sending you? During a déjà vu moment, the very first thing you should do is become acutely aware of the specific emotions you're feeling. Are you filled with joy, sadness, fear, or a sense of longing? These emotions are clues, resonating echoes from the timeline you're briefly glimpsing. Immediately following these experiences, grab a pen and paper and start journaling. Capture as much detail as possible: the sights, sounds, smells, the people involved, and most importantly, your emotional state. Don't censor yourself or try to make sense of it all at once. Just write down everything that comes to mind. Over time, these journal entries will become a roadmap, a detailed guide for understanding your soul's journey, the nature of timeline convergence, and the specific lessons you're here to learn. This is where you reclaim your power. Now that you understand that déjà vu stems from your soul's multidimensional awareness, let's begin breaking down the specific types of déjà vu experiences you may be having, and what each type reveals about your soul's journey and purpose. What if the seemingly insignificant details surrounding your experiences with déjà vu actually hold the key to unlocking deeper insights into your soul's journey? What if the people, places, things, and emotions present during these events aren't just random occurrences, but rather carefully placed markers, signposts along the path of your soul's evolution? Paying close attention to these markers can illuminate key points along your journey, revealing hidden connections, karmic patterns, and potential timeline shifts. This data can be a potent source of self-understanding. Think about those times where you've met someone for the first time and felt an instant, undeniable connection, as if you've known them your whole life. Despite never having physically met them before, you feel a deep sense of familiarity, a resonance that transcends the boundaries of time and space. It's almost as if you're recognizing them from somewhere you can't quite place, a forgotten dream, a half-remembered past. Have you ever experienced that? What if that feeling wasn't just wishful thinking, but a genuine recognition of a soul connection that spans multiple lifetimes? Explore how these markers correlate with potential soul contracts or karmic relationships playing out across multiple timelines. Certain people may appear repeatedly in different timelines, taking on different roles, playing out different scenarios, but always drawn together to resolve specific issues, fulfill agreements made before incarnating, or learn essential lessons about love, forgiveness, and compassion. Likewise, the places and things present during déjà vu experiences may also serve as markers, correlating with specific lessons your soul seeks to experience, challenges you're meant to overcome, or opportunities for growth that await you on a different timeline. What they don't want you to know is that these seemingly random encounters are actually orchestrated by your soul, designed to guide you towards your highest potential. To truly decipher the meaning of these timeline markers, create a detailed timeline of your life, marking down every significant déjà vu event you can remember. Beside each event, list the specific people, places, things, and emotions that were present. Be as detailed as possible, capturing every sensory detail and emotional nuance. Then, step back and search for patterns, repeating elements, and recurring emotional themes. Are there certain people who consistently appear in your déjà vu experiences? Are there specific places that evoke a strong sense of familiarity? Are there certain emotions that keep resurfacing, regardless of the context? This analysis will help you identify potential soul contracts, karmic relationships, and recurring lessons that your soul is grappling with across multiple timelines. Identifying timeline markers is the first step. Next, we need to determine the source of the shifts themselves and what may be causing them in your life. What if timeline shifts aren't random, chaotic events, but rather the direct result of your choices, actions, and emotional breakthroughs? What if you had the power to consciously influence your trajectory through the multiverse, navigating the infinite possibilities that lie before you? Timeline shifts are not arbitrary. They are often triggered by significant choices, decisive actions, or profound emotional breakthroughs that alter the course of your life. Understanding what catalysts cause these shifts can empower you to take control of your destiny, consciously shaping your reality and aligning yourself with the timeline that best serves your highest potential. Consider the butterfly effect, the idea that a small decision, like taking a different route to work, choosing one book over another, or striking up a conversation with a stranger, can lead to a cascade of unforeseen events, altering your timeline in subtle or significant ways. Have you ever wondered what would have happened if you had made a different choice, taken a different path, or said something different in a crucial moment? These small choices are often the triggers for major changes in your life. Expand upon the concept of choice points, moments where decisions have the power to drastically alter your trajectory. These are the crossroads where your soul stands at a precipice, poised to leap into a new reality. Explain how emotional breakthroughs, releasing limiting beliefs, forgiving past traumas, and embracing self-love can also create significant timeline shifts by aligning you with a higher vibrational frequency. These breakthroughs signal the end of a specific experience, paving the way for something new and unlocking new possibilities. What they don't want you to know is that you have far more control over these choice points than you realize. You have the power to consciously choose the timeline that resonates with your soul's purpose. Reflect on past déjà vu experiences and try to pinpoint the choices, actions, or emotional breakthroughs that preceded them. What decisions were you facing at the time? What emotions were you processing? What limiting beliefs were you challenging? What traumas were you releasing? By identifying the catalysts that trigger timeline shifts in your life, you can gain a deeper understanding of your own power to shape your reality. Use these reflections as guides for future decision-making, consciously choosing actions and beliefs that align with your desired timeline and your soul's highest potential. Identifying the catalysts of timeline shifts is crucial. But what if I told you that some déjà vu experiences aren't about your past choices, but about the collective consciousness shifting realities? What if some of your most intense déjà vu experiences aren't personal, but rather glimpses into the shifting landscape of collective reality? What if the changes you're noticing in the world around you, the discrepancies in your memories, and the unsettling sense that something is off, are actually signs of a larger, collective timeline shift affecting all of humanity? Some intense instances of déjà vu are tied to the Mandela effect, a phenomenon where large groups of people share the same false memories, indicating a collective timeline shift that has altered shared realities. Understanding the Mandela effect is crucial when interpreting your déjà vu experiences, as it can help you distinguish between personal timeline shifts and those that are impacting the entire planet. The classic example of the Mandela effect is the spelling of the Berenstain Bears. Many people distinctly remember it being spelled Berenstain, with an E, but in the current reality it is spelled Berenstain. Within this shared false memory is not an isolated incident. It's a widespread phenomenon affecting millions of people across the globe. What they don't want you to realize is that it goes much deeper than a simple misremembering. Explain how collective consciousness can influence reality and create timeline shifts that affect large groups of people. One popular theory suggests that experiments at CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, or other high-energy experiments may be inadvertently causing these shifts by altering the fabric of spacetime. When enough people hold a particular belief or memory, it can exert a powerful influence on the collective reality, potentially rewriting history and creating new timelines. Discuss how these shifts can trigger déjà vu as individuals momentarily remember the previous version of reality, experiencing a jarring sense of dissonance between their memories and the current state of the world. The intensity and frequency of these experiences may be an indication of the scale of the changes taking place. Research the Mandela effect and compare your own memories with documented examples. Explore websites and forums dedicated to the phenomenon and see if you share any of the common false memories. When you experience déjà vu related to the Mandela effect, acknowledge that you are witnessing a collective timeline shift and consider its potential implications for the future of humanity. Discuss the specific topic with others and determine if they share your memory of the event. This can help you validate your experience and connect with others who are also grappling with these shifting realities. But here is what most people miss. Don't fall into despair, because understanding the soul's journey and the impact of collective consciousness shifts our personal responsibility in creating our timelines, which is the next subject that needs to be discussed. What if the collective timeline shifts are just one piece of the puzzle, and the most significant factor in shaping your reality lies within you? While external events and collective consciousness can influence the overall landscape, your personal timeline is sculpted by your individual beliefs, emotions, and choices. Taking responsibility for these aspects is the key to consciously creating your reality and escaping the role of a victim of fate. What they don't want you to know is that collective shifts and individual agency are not mutually exclusive. They are in a constant state of interplay, each influencing the other. Think about it. Your beliefs are like the blueprints for your life, and your emotions are the fuel that powers the construction. The law of attraction, a universally understood principle, states that your thoughts and feelings dictate your reality. Focus your energy on positive outcomes, and you attract positive experiences. Dwell on negativity, and you manifest negative circumstances. It's like planting seeds in a garden. If you plant seeds of fear and doubt, you'll reap a harvest of anxiety and limitation. But if you plant seeds of love, gratitude, and abundance, you'll cultivate a life filled with joy and fulfillment. What seeds are you planting? But here's where it gets deeper. Your vibrational frequency, determined by your dominant thoughts and emotions, acts as a magnet for specific timelines. Quantum physics supports this idea. The observer influences the observed reality. Remember the double-slit experiment. The mere act of observing a particle changes its behavior, demonstrating the power of consciousness to shape the very fabric of reality. In the same way, your consciousness shapes your personal timeline, attracting experiences that resonate with your vibrational frequency. Fear-based beliefs attract timelines filled with challenges and limitations, while love-based beliefs attract timelines of abundance, joy, and effortless flow. It's like tuning a radio. If you tune into a frequency of fear, you'll receive broadcasts of chaos and scarcity. But if you tune into a frequency of love, you'll receive broadcasts of harmony and abundance. To consciously align with your desired timeline, perform a daily timeline alignment meditation. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Visualize your desired future, focusing on the emotions associated with achieving it. Feel the joy, gratitude, and excitement as if it's already your reality. Embrace every aspect of the new you with all your heart. Practice this meditation daily to reinforce your vibrational alignment with your chosen timeline. Journal your progress and pay attention to synchronicities that validate your path. Synchronicities are your clues. What you will find is the more you focus on these synchronicities, the more that arise in your life. The universe conspires to assist you. Now that you understand the power of conscious alignment, let's explore how to identify and overcome fear-based choices, which are the most significant obstacles in creating your desired timeline, so you can navigate the road ahead. What if the practical choices you've made were actually traps, keeping you from the timelines your soul desires? What if the security you crave is the very thing that's holding you back? Fear-based choices, often disguised as practicality or safety, are the primary reasons people remain stuck on undesirable timelines, blocking the path towards their desired reality. The truth is, you are not a victim of circumstance. Think about it. You stay in the job you hate because it pays the bills. You tell yourself it's responsible, but deep down, you dream of starting your own business, writing a book, or traveling the world. You might even say you don't have a choice. What if that responsible choice is actually keeping you on a timeline of quiet desperation? It might feel safe, but it's also slowly crushing your soul. Fear acts like a lens, distorting your perception of reality. When you're afraid, your body goes into fight or flight mode. Your focus narrows, your creativity diminishes, and you only see threats. It's like driving through a tunnel with your high beams on. You can only see what's directly in front of you, missing all the beautiful scenery around you. This low vibrational state becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, attracting more of the same negative experiences. It's a vicious cycle, and what they don't want you to realize is you have the power to break free. Let's get practical. Grab a pen and paper and ask yourself, what's one area of your life where you feel stuck? Is it your career, your relationships, your health? Now, list all the choices you've made related to that area in the last year. Be honest with yourself. Were those choices motivated by love and growth, or by fear and avoidance? For each choice, ask, what was the worst thing that could have happened if I had chosen the path of love instead of fear? Journal about the potential consequences of making a different, love-based choice right now. What you will often find is the worst-case scenario isn't as bad as you think. Now that you've identified how fear may be holding you back, let's explore the root causes of fear and how to reprogram your subconscious mind to make choices aligned with your soul's highest potential. Fear-based choices don't just materialize out of thin air. They stem from deep-seated subconscious programming acquired through childhood experiences, societal conditioning, and even past life traumas. Understanding these roots is the key to rewriting your internal narrative and freeing yourself from these limiting patterns that keep you stuck on unwanted timelines. What they don't want you to know is that by understanding the origins of your fear, you can start to diffuse it. Consider someone who consistently sabotages their relationships. On the surface, it might seem like they're just making bad choices. But what if their fear of intimacy stems from childhood experiences of neglect, where their emotional needs were never met? This subconscious programming dictates their choices, regardless of their conscious desires. They might want a loving relationship, but their fear of abandonment sabotages every attempt. Your early childhood experiences act as the foundation for your core beliefs, and these beliefs in turn create emotional associations that drive your behavior. Societal conditioning, through media, education, and cultural norms, reinforces fear-based beliefs. Think about the constant messages you receive about scarcity, danger, and the need to conform. But what about ancestral trauma? Could unresolved traumas experienced by your ancestors be influencing your choices today? The emerging field of epigenetics shows that traumatic experiences can alter gene expression and be passed down through generations. So, it's not just your personal experiences shaping your fears. It's the collective experiences of your lineage. but we're just scratching the surface of how deep this really goes. Let's excavate those subconscious beliefs. Choose a specific fear you want to overcome. Fear of public speaking, fear of intimacy, fear of failure. Now ask yourself, what do I believe to be true about myself and the world that makes me afraid of this? Dig deep and don't censor yourself. Journal about the origins of these beliefs. Where did you learn them? Who taught them? What experiences reinforced them? Challenge the validity of these beliefs. Are they actually true? Are they serving you? You might find that the beliefs that are holding you back are not even your own. Now that you have an understanding of your fear patterns and where they may have started, let's transition into specific methods for reprogramming the subconscious mind and replacing fear with empowering beliefs. You are not a prisoner of your past. You can actively rewrite your subconscious programming and break free from fear-based choices. By employing specific techniques like affirmations, visualizations, and emotional release practices, you can create new neural pathways that support your desired timeline. The shocking truth is, the power to change your reality lies within you, waiting to be unleashed. Consider someone who overcame a lifelong fear of failure by using affirmations and visualizations. They started by creating a clear vision of their success, focusing on the emotions they wanted to experience. They repeated affirmations like, "I am worthy of success," and "I am capable of achieving my goals." Over time, they noticed a shift in their mindset. They became more confident, resilient, and willing to take risks. What was the tangible result? They started their own business, achieved financial freedom, and lived a life filled with purpose and passion. Affirmations and visualizations work by creating new neural pathways in the brain. When you repeatedly affirm positive beliefs and vividly imagine desired outcomes, you are essentially rewiring your brain to override old fear-based patterns. Think of it like creating a new path in a forest. The more you walk that path, the clearer and more established it becomes. Emotional release techniques like EFT, emotional freedom techniques, or breathwork, clear energetic blockages and release stored trauma. These practices help you process and release the emotions associated with your fears, freeing you to move forward with greater ease and confidence. Let's reprogram your subconscious. Create a set of positive affirmations that counter your limiting beliefs. If you fear failure, try affirmations like, "I am worthy of success," "I learn and grow from my mistakes," or "I am capable of achieving my goals." Practice these affirmations daily, both verbally and in writing. Create a vivid visualization of your desired future, focusing on the emotions you want to experience. Feel the joy, gratitude, and excitement as if it's already your reality. Use EFT or breathwork to release any resistance or emotional blockages that arise during the process. You can find guided meditations and EFT tutorials online. This active process of creating new neural pathways that support the desired timeline can bring amazing change. Now that you know the specific tools that are available to reprogram your subconscious, let's move into how that subconscious mind actually affects the timelines you can experience. The implications of this are profound, and what we'll discover next is even more shocking. What if the world you experience is not a fixed reality, but a reflection of your deepest subconscious beliefs? What if you could change those beliefs and, in turn, change your reality? The subconscious mind acts as a filter, shaping your perception and dictating which timelines you are most likely to experience. By understanding and changing this filter, you can unlock the potential to consciously shift your experience of reality. Let's explore how this inner filter truly directs your outer world. Think about the placebo effect. People are given a sugar pill, told it's medicine, and their bodies actually heal. They're not healing because of the pill itself, but because of their belief that it will heal them. This belief, held in the subconscious, triggers a tangible physiological change. Imagine someone plagued by chronic pain. Doctors prescribe a placebo and miraculously the pain subsides. The pill is inert, but the mind is not. The subconscious latches onto the suggestion, the belief, and rewrites the body's response. This isn't just about pain. It applies to every aspect of your experience. This simple example reveals the power of your subconscious in shaping your physical reality. But how does this work? Your subconscious interprets reality based on programmed beliefs and emotional associations, creating a perceptual lens through which you experience the world. This lens filters incoming information, attracting experiences that align with your subconscious programming, while simultaneously blocking out anything that contradicts it. It's like wearing tinted glasses. You only see the world through that particular hue. Consider confirmation bias. You seek out information that confirms your existing beliefs, even if it's inaccurate. The subconscious acts as the director of your reality, orchestrating events, attracting people, and creating circumstances that reinforce its pre-existing narrative. The world around you becomes a mirror reflecting your inner landscape. Let's put this into practice with a timeline visualization exercise. Find a quiet space where you can relax and close your eyes. Imagine a future event, perhaps a job interview, a first date, or a creative project. Now, visualize two distinct versions of this event. In the first, base your visualization on fear. Imagine things going wrong, feeling anxious, and anticipating failure. Notice the details of this timeline, the environment, the people's reactions, and your own feelings. In the second visualization, base it on love. Imagine things going smoothly, feeling confident, and achieving success. Again, notice the details. Journal about the differences between these two timelines. Which one feels more aligned with your true self? Write down specific affirmations that support the positive timeline. I am confident and capable. I attract positive outcomes. I trust in my abilities. Repeat these affirmations daily and watch as your subconscious begins to shift your reality toward the timeline you desire. Now that we've explored how the subconscious shapes timelines, let's address practical barriers, the real tests, resistance and doubt. After all, if it were easy, everyone would be living their ideal reality, right? Resistance and doubt are natural byproducts of shifting timelines, acting as tests of your commitment and indicators that you are on the verge of a major breakthrough. They are not signs of failure, but rather signals that you are challenging old patterns and moving towards something new. Acknowledge resistance as a normal part of the process, not a reason to give up. This is when most people turn back to old timelines. Think about physical exercise. When you start a new workout routine, your muscles ache. You feel tired and sore. Your body screams at you to stop, but those aches are a sign that you're pushing your limits and building strength. Resistance in timeline shifting is similar. It's your subconscious mind's way of saying, hey, this is new, this is different. Are you sure you want to do this? Consider someone trying to lose weight. They start a new diet and exercise plan, but they're constantly tempted by sugary treats and the comfort of their old habits. The resistance is strong, but pushing through, it leads to a healthier, happier version of themselves. Resistance means you are challenging old patterns, which means you are on the right track. But where does this resistance come from? The subconscious mind attempts to maintain the status quo and protect you from perceived threats. Even if your current reality is undesirable, it's familiar, and the subconscious prefers the known to the unknown. Doubt arises as a challenge to your chosen path, testing your resolve and forcing you to reinforce your commitment. The stronger your desire to change, the harder the subconscious will fight, throwing up obstacles and creating distractions. It's like a security system protecting the old programming. So how do you navigate this internal battle? First, acknowledge and validate. When resistance arises, don't fight it. Acknowledge its presence and validate its feelings. Say to yourself, I see you, resistance. I know you're trying to protect me, but I'm safe. I'm choosing a new path. Second, reframe doubt. Reframe doubt as an opportunity to strengthen your commitment. Instead of letting doubt paralyze you, ask yourself, what is this doubt trying to teach me? What am I afraid of? Use doubt as fuel to deepen your understanding and reinforce your resolve. Third, take small steps. Break down your timeline-shifting goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Instead of trying to manifest $1 million overnight, focus on attracting small wins each day. Celebrate each small victory and use them as evidence that you're on the right track. You now know how to manage resistance and doubt. But here's where it gets tricky: ethical considerations. After all, timeline shifting is not without its perils. How can you ensure that you are creating a positive timeline for yourself and others? Consciously creating timelines requires ethical considerations, ensuring that your desired reality aligns with the highest good for all involved. Your actions and intentions have ripple effects, impacting not only your own life but the lives of those around you. The consequences of actions may be unseen, but they are always present. This is a shocking truth that most people completely overlook. Consider the classic sci-fi trope of time travelers altering the past with unintended consequences. They change one small thing, and the future is drastically and negatively altered. This serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of responsible timeline manipulation. Imagine someone trying to manifest a specific romantic relationship. They focus all their energy on attracting this person, without considering the other person's free will or the potential consequences for everyone involved. Their actions could lead to manipulation, coercion, and ultimately, unhappiness for all parties. The key is to focus on your own inner transformation and align your intentions with the highest good. Your choices should not infringe on the free will of others or create negative consequences for anyone involved. Instead of trying to control external circumstances, focus on your own inner growth and healing. Your timeline will naturally shift to align with your higher self. The principle of non-interference is crucial here. Timeline shifts may come, as long as you are not actively forcing or causing them. Let's get practical. Before making a significant decision or visualizing a desired outcome, ask yourself, is this aligned with the highest good for myself and everyone involved? If the answer is anything less than a resounding yes, reconsider your approach. Focus on inner transformation. What limiting beliefs or emotional wounds are preventing you from attracting your desired reality? Work on healing those wounds and releasing those beliefs. Look at potential second and third-order consequences. The butterfly effect is very real and very subtle. Understanding the ethics of timeline creation is crucial, which is why we must move into the potential dangers and pitfalls, so you can navigate this path with awareness and integrity. After all, what they don't want you to know is that timeline shifting isn't always sunshine and roses, and next, we'll uncover what those darker secrets are. What if the power to rewrite your life story could also lead you down paths you never intended to travel? Timeline manipulation, while offering the promise of limitless potential, is not without its potential dangers. Reckless or misguided attempts to alter reality can lead to unintended consequences, karmic repercussions, and energetic imbalances. This section serves as a much-needed warning, exploring the hidden risks of timeline manipulation. Consider someone intensely focused on manifesting wealth, pouring all their energy into financial success. They visualize overflowing bank accounts, recite affirmations day and night, and take every possible action to increase their income. Imagine them neglecting their relationships, sacrificing time with loved ones, and ignoring their physical and mental health in the relentless pursuit of money. Despite achieving their financial goals, they find themselves isolated, miserable, and with failing health, their wealth meaningless in the face of their profound unhappiness. The negative energy created by their unbalanced pursuit has poisoned their supposed success. But what are these potential pitfalls? The truth is, manipulating timelines carries risks most people never consider. Unintended consequences ripple through timelines, creating unforeseen effects. What seems like a positive change in one area of your life may have negative repercussions in another. It's like playing a cosmic game of dominoes. One small push can topple unforeseen structures. Karmic repercussions can also arise. Manipulating timelines to avoid lessons or responsibilities can create karmic debt, stunting the soul's growth and leading to more intense experiences down the line. The universe has a way of balancing the scales. Forcing timelines against their natural flow can create energetic resistance and blockages, manifesting as physical or emotional problems, a general sense of unease, and a persistent feeling of being off track. Here's what they don't want you to know: that manipulating timelines with selfish intentions is the quickest way to create a personal hell. You must not only consider yourself, but all beings connected to all timelines you manipulate. Let's put this into practice with an energy check exercise to assess the alignment of your desired timeline. 1. Visualize your desired timeline in vivid detail. See yourself living in that reality, experiencing the desired outcomes and feeling the associated emotions. 2. Tune into your body sensations. Close your eyes and focus on your physical sensations. Do you feel expansive and joyful or contracted and anxious? Note any areas of tension, discomfort, or resistance. 3. Imagine the impact of your desired timeline on others. How do your choices and actions affect those around you? Do they benefit from your success, or are they negatively impacted in any way? 4. If you detect any resistance, negative impact, or feelings of unease, reevaluate your timeline alignment. What adjustments must be made to ensure that your desired reality is in harmony with the greater good? Explore the underlying reasons for the resistance. What limiting beliefs or fears might be sabotaging your efforts? You must be willing to adjust, edit, and even completely abandon timelines that are not serving the best and highest good of everyone involved. This is a hard lesson, but one that can set you free. Recognizing the potential pitfalls is key, but it leads us to a deeper, even more unsettling question. Are all timelines created equal? Next, we'll discuss the quality of various timelines and how you can ensure you're choosing the best possible path for your soul's evolution, and what they are hiding about the true nature of timelines. What if the key to unlocking your soul's greatest potential lies not in manipulating timelines, but in recognizing the ones that are already perfectly aligned? Not all timelines are created equal. Some resonate with your soul's deepest purpose, offering unparalleled opportunities for growth, joy, and profound fulfillment. Choosing these higher vibrational timelines is not just desirable, it's essential for a truly meaningful and actualized existence. Think about a time when you felt completely in sync with your path. Remember when things seemed to flow effortlessly and opportunities appeared as if by magic. Now, contrast that with a time when you felt trapped, constantly battling obstacles and surrounded by negativity. How did each of these experiences feel in your body and mind? What was the subtle energetic signature that told you whether you were flowing with or against the current of your soul's calling? But here's the key. Your soul resonates with specific frequencies, attracting timelines that match those frequencies. High vibrational timelines are not just lucky coincidences. They are the direct result of aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your authentic self. What are the telltale signs of these timelines? They are characterized by increased synchronicities and serendipitous events. The universe seems to conspire in your favor, delivering the right people, resources, and opportunities at precisely the right time. A palpable sense of ease and flow. Effort feels less like a struggle and more like a dance, as if you're being carried by a benevolent current. Strong feelings of joy, gratitude, and unwavering purpose. You wake up each day with a sense of excitement and anticipation, knowing that you're contributing to something larger than yourself. Meaningful connections with others. You attract like-minded individuals who support your growth, share your values, and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Opportunities for growth and expansion. You constantly encounter challenges and experiences that push you beyond your comfort zone, leading to profound personal transformation. But here's what they don't want you to realize. Constant stress and anxiety are not just random occurrences. They are your soul communicating its discomfort. It's a signal that you're on a timeline that's misaligned with your true purpose. This could also point to soul contracts being incredibly difficult to fulfill when you are operating on timelines that fundamentally clash with the goal of the contract. The system benefits when you don't have clarity, because lost people are easily controlled. Now let's put this into practice with a timeline resonance exercise. 1. Choose a past event or decision point in your life, a job offer, a relationship, a major move. 2. Close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself making a different choice at that turning point. See yourself walking a different path, experiencing the consequences of that alternative decision. 3. Tune into your body and notice the sensations. Do you feel expansive and energized, a sense of lightness and excitement? Or do you feel contracted and drained, heavy with doubt and anxiety? 4. Journal about the emotional and physical sensations associated with each imagined timeline. What does the high vibrational timeline feel like? What does the low vibrational timeline feel like? What specific thoughts, emotions, and beliefs were present in each scenario? The more you practice this, the more attuned you'll become to the subtle energetic signatures of different timelines. Start taking note of this feeling and use it when making future decisions. This awareness will become your compass, guiding you toward the timelines that are most aligned with your soul's purpose. What if learning to read your soul's compass became your most reliable skill in life? Knowing how to recognize high vibrational timelines is crucial. But what happens when you feel stuck on a low vibrational path, trapped in a cycle of negativity and limitation? Next, we'll explore how to break free from these stuck timelines and realign with your soul's purpose, and what they don't want you to know about escaping the timelines they control. What if feeling trapped on a negative timeline isn't a life sentence, but merely a signpost urging you to take a different route? You are not doomed to endlessly repeat the same patterns. You possess the innate power to disrupt these cycles, identify the core beliefs holding you back, and consciously choose a new, more aligned path. The system may try to convince you otherwise, but true power always resides in the present moment, and the present moment offers infinite possibilities. Think of a record stuck in a groove, endlessly repeating the same frustrating segment of a song. The needle is trapped, unable to move forward. That's precisely what happens when you're stuck on a negative timeline, endlessly replaying the same patterns of relationship failures, financial struggles, or persistent health issues. You're caught in a loop, seemingly unable to break free. But here's the key. Just as you can lift the needle and place it in a new groove, you can consciously shift your focus and redirect your energy to experience the fullness of your life's song. To disrupt these stuck timelines, we need precise methods. Here's what they don't want you to know about escaping the timelines they control. Pattern interruption. Begin by meticulously identifying the recurring thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that characterize your stuck timeline. These are the triggers that perpetuate the cycle. Then, consciously choose to act differently when these situations arise. Instead of reacting in your usual way, experiment with state breakers activities that shift your energy and perspective. This could involve changing your environment, engaging in physical activity, practicing gratitude, or even something as simple as taking a few deep breaths. Belief reframing. Dig deep and challenge the core beliefs that underpin the negative timeline. Where did these beliefs originate? Are they truly yours, or were they inherited from others? Often, these limiting beliefs are subconscious programs that run in the background, dictating your choices and shaping your reality. Replace these limiting beliefs with empowering ones that resonate with your soul's purpose and affirm your inherent worthiness. Forgiveness and release. Holding on to resentment and bitterness is like carrying a heavy anchor that keeps you tethered to the past. Forgive yourself and others for past mistakes and hurts. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior, but rather releasing the emotional charge that keeps you trapped in the cycle of pain. Explore the ancient Hawaiian practice of Ho'oponopono, which utilizes the power of forgiveness to clear negative energy and restore harmony. Soul retrieval. Consider the possibility that trauma or significant life events have fragmented your soul, leaving you feeling incomplete. Soul retrieval is a process of reintegrating these lost parts, restoring wholeness and empowering you to move forward with greater clarity and purpose. Perhaps a part of you believes that you are not worthy, and this needs to be addressed by loving the inner child. To make this tangible, let's perform a timeline reset ritual. 1. Create a sacred space where you feel safe, comfortable, and free from distractions. This could be a quiet corner of your home, a peaceful spot in nature, or any place where you feel a sense of connection to something larger than yourself. 2. Take a journal and write down the specific patterns, beliefs, and emotions you want to release from your current timeline. Be honest and specific, acknowledging the negative aspects without judgment. 3. Engage in a symbolic act of letting go. This could involve burning the paper safely, of course, burying it in the earth, tearing it into pieces and releasing it into the wind, or any other ritual that feels meaningful to you. 4. Close your eyes and visualize yourself stepping onto a new, higher vibrational timeline that is aligned with your soul's purpose. See yourself surrounded by light, feeling a sense of ease, joy, and unwavering confidence. 5. Write down the specific intentions for this new timeline. What do you want to create? What experiences do you want to attract? What kind of person do you want to become? 6. Write a letter to your future self, detailing the greatness you want to achieve, the impact you want to make, and the legacy you want to leave behind. Seal the letter and promise yourself that you will open it 1 year from today to celebrate your progress and reaffirm your commitment to your soul's path. Performing a timeline reset ritual can be a powerful catalyst for change, but true and lasting transformation requires consistent effort and unwavering self-awareness. Now, let's explore the daily practices you can incorporate into your life to maintain alignment with your desired timeline and navigate future challenges. What if timeline alignment isn't a dramatic, one-time event, but a continuous practice, a dance of daily choices that shape your reality? Sustaining your desired reality isn't about reaching a destination. It's about cultivating a garden, nurturing it with intention and consistency. Neglecting it leads to weeds and decay. Think about your energy as a garden and decide what you want to put into it. Think of timeline alignment like tending a garden. Regular watering, weeding, and fertilizing are essential for healthy growth. Neglecting the garden leads to weeds and decay. What daily disciplines do you already practice that contribute to your well-being? Perhaps it's a morning meditation, a reflective journaling session, or simply spending time in nature. These are the seeds of your desired timeline, and they require consistent nourishment. Here's how to sustain your timeline alignment. Mindfulness meditation. Cultivate present moment awareness to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This allows you to catch negative patterns before they take root, nipping them in the bud before they can sabotage your progress. Gratitude journaling. Focus on the positive aspects of your life, reinforcing feelings of abundance and joy. Shift your focus from what is lacking to what is already present, appreciating the blessings that surround you. This practice creates a powerful ripple effect, attracting more positive experiences into your life. Affirmation practice. Reinforce empowering beliefs through daily affirmations. Repeat these affirmations with conviction and emotion, imprinting them onto your subconscious mind. Choose affirmations that resonate with your soul's purpose and affirm your inherent worthiness. Creative expression. Engage in activities that allow you to express your authentic self. This could include painting, writing, music, dancing, or any other creative outlet. Unleash your inner artist and allow your soul to express itself freely, breaking free from the constraints of the system. Connection with nature. Spend time in nature to ground your energy and connect with the Earth's natural rhythms. Nature is a powerful source of healing and inspiration, offering a refuge from the stresses and anxieties of modern life. Energy work. Engage in Reiki, Qigong, or other energy work to move energy that is stagnant. Energy has a way of getting trapped, but intentionally circulating it will have many health benefits. To make this practical, create a daily alignment checklist. 1. Create a checklist of daily practices that support your desired timeline. This could include any or all of the practices listed above, as well as any other activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. 2. Commit to completing the checklist each day, treating it as a non-negotiable appointment with yourself. 3. Track your progress and celebrate your successes, acknowledging the small wins along the way. 4. Adjust the checklist as needed to meet your evolving needs, adapting it to the changing seasons of your life. Now that you have the daily practices to sustain your chosen timeline, it's time to examine how your relationships influence that timeline and what they don't want you to realize about the forces in your life. In the next section, we'll explore how to identify and cultivate relationships that support your soul's growth and how to release those that hold you back. What if your relationships are not merely accidents of fate, but powerful mirrors reflecting your deepest beliefs and shaping your timeline? The people you surround yourself with can either lift you higher or drag you down, influencing your energy and affecting your trajectory. Choose wisely, for your relationships are a potent force in the navigation of your soul's journey. Think of the concept of energy vampires, people who drain your energy, leaving you feeling depleted, exhausted, and emotionally drained. You know the type. They constantly complain, criticize, and seek validation, leaving you with nothing to give. Now, contrast that with the feeling of being around someone who uplifts and inspires you, someone who believes in your potential and encourages you to pursue your dreams. How do these two types of interactions affect your overall sense of well-being? Here's the connection that they don't want you to see: mirroring of beliefs. Your relationships act as mirrors, reflecting your subconscious beliefs back to you. If you believe you are unworthy of love, you may attract partners who reinforce that belief, perpetuating a cycle of self-doubt and insecurity. Energetic exchange. You constantly exchange energy with those around you. Supportive relationships uplift your vibration, filling you with positive energy, while toxic relationships lower it, draining your vitality and leaving you feeling depleted. Shared timelines. You co-create timelines with those you are closely connected to. Their choices, beliefs, and actions can influence your path, either supporting your soul's growth or diverting you from your true purpose. Soul contracts. Certain relationships are preordained by the soul to facilitate specific lessons and growth opportunities. These relationships may be challenging, but they ultimately serve to help you evolve and expand your consciousness. To gain more clarity, let's do a relationship audit. 1. List the key relationships in your life: romantic, familial, friendships, professional. 2. Assess the energy exchange in each relationship. Do you feel uplifted, energized, and inspired, or drained, exhausted, and depleted? 3. Identify any mirroring of beliefs. Are your relationships reinforcing positive or negative patterns? Do they reflect your highest aspirations or your deepest fears? 4. Consider whether these relationships are aligned with your desired timeline. Are they supporting your soul's growth or holding you back from your true potential? 5. Make conscious choices about how to engage in those relationships, depending on the results of your self-assessment. Set healthy boundaries, communicate your needs clearly, and release any relationships that are consistently draining your energy or undermining your well-being. Understanding the role of relationships in timeline navigation is crucial, but sometimes, despite our best efforts, we encounter unexpected challenges and setbacks. In the next section, we'll explore how to navigate these timeline detours and stay on course toward our soul's purpose. What if those unexpected setbacks aren't signs of failure, but opportunities to adapt, learn, and refine your timeline? The universe doesn't always deliver what you expect, but it always delivers what you need, even if it's disguised as a challenge. Acceptance and flexibility are key to navigating these timeline detours and staying aligned with your soul's purpose. Share a personal story or hypothetical example of a project that failed despite meticulous planning or a relationship that ended unexpectedly. Focus on the lessons learned and how these experiences led to a new, even better path. The point is that positive and negative experiences contribute to a person's overall journey. They want you to think that the challenges are punishments, but here's what they are really: acceptance. Resist the urge to resist or deny the setback. Acknowledge the reality of the situation and allow yourself to feel the emotions that arise. Suppressing your emotions only prolongs the pain and prevents you from learning from the experience. Self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Avoid self-blame or judgment. Remember that you are human and everyone makes mistakes. Lesson identification. Ask yourself, what is this detour trying to teach me? What am I meant to learn from this experience? Often, setbacks reveal hidden strengths, untapped resources, or limiting beliefs that need to be addressed. Course correction. Adjust your plan based on the new information you have gained. Be willing to pivot and explore new opportunities that may not have been apparent before. Trust the process. Trust that everything is happening for a reason, even if you don't understand it in the moment. The universe is always guiding you toward your highest potential, even when it feels like you're being led astray. Here's what to do when you're on a detour. Reflection. 1. When faced with a setback, take a step back and allow yourself to process the emotions. Don't try to rush the process or force yourself to feel better. 2. Journal about the experience. What happened? How did you feel? What did you learn? Writing about your experiences can help you gain clarity and perspective. 3. Identify any limiting beliefs or patterns that contributed to the setback. Were you operating from a place of fear, scarcity, or self-doubt? 4. Reframe the setback as an opportunity for growth and expansion. What new skills, insights, or connections did you gain as a result of this experience? 5. Create a new plan that incorporates the lessons you have learned. How can you use this experience to move forward with greater wisdom and resilience? Knowing how to navigate timeline detours is key, but there is always an underlying reason that we are on the path we are on. Now we need to tie it all together by exploring the grand purpose of the soul's journey through multiple timelines, connecting all the parts we have been discussing to the ultimate goal, and what they don't want you to uncover about your soul's mission. What if your déjà vu experiences are not just echoes of past timelines, but urgent messages whispered directly from your soul, guiding you towards pivotal choices, shielding you from impending dangers, and illuminating unforeseen opportunities? Shifting your understanding of déjà vu from mere memory to active communication will unlock a profound connection to your higher self. Think of it as a direct line to your soul's GPS, navigating the labyrinth of timelines. Consider this. Have you ever experienced a powerful wave of déjà vu, only to find yourself shortly thereafter facing a major crossroads in your life, a decision with far-reaching consequences? What was the outcome of that choice? Did it lead you down a path of fulfillment and growth, or into a maze of regret and disillusionment? The answer may lie within the déjà vu itself, a subtle nudge from your soul urging you to pay attention. The soul uses déjà vu as a subtle yet persistent means of guidance, gently steering you toward specific timelines that resonate with your soul's purpose. Think of your soul as a master navigator, constantly scanning the horizon for the safest and most fulfilling routes. These messages can be categorized into three distinct types: confirmation, warning, and opportunity. Confirmation acts as a gentle pat on the back, reinforcing your current path and assuring you that you're aligned with your soul's intentions. For example, experiencing déjà vu while pursuing a new career path might signal that you're on the right track, despite any doubts or challenges you may be facing. A warning, on the other hand, serves as a cautionary flag, alerting you to potential pitfalls or dangers that lie ahead on your current course. Perhaps you experience déjà vu while contemplating a risky business venture, a feeling of unease that prompts you to reconsider your decision and avoid a potential financial disaster. Finally, opportunity illuminates a new path or possibility that aligns with your soul's growth, a hidden door that could lead to unexpected and transformative experiences. Imagine experiencing déjà vu while encountering a new person, a feeling of instant connection that prompts you to explore a relationship that could lead to profound personal growth or a collaborative venture that aligns with your passions. To effectively decode these subtle yet powerful messages, try this soul guidance decoding exercise. 1. The moment you experience déjà vu, pause and immediately ask yourself, what is my soul trying to tell me in this very moment? The first thought or feeling that arises is often the most authentic. 2. Grab a journal and meticulously record the details of the experience. What were you doing? Where were you? Who were you with? What specific details stood out? And most importantly, what emotions did you feel during the experience? 3. Analyze the experience in the context of your current life path. What choices are you currently facing? What challenges are you grappling with? Are there any patterns or themes that keep recurring in your life? 4. Based on your analysis, determine whether the déjà vu is confirming your current path, warning you of potential dangers, or highlighting a new opportunity that aligns with your soul's deepest desires. Be open to unexpected insights and trust your intuition. Now that you've started to use déjà vu as a compass, what if there was a way to amplify the signal, to hear your soul's whispers with even greater clarity? We will explore how enhancing your intuition can result in more precise timeline navigation. What if your intuition is the volume knob on your soul's guidance system, allowing you to amplify the subtle messages you receive during déjà vu experiences, clarifying the often obscure guidance of past timelines? Strengthening your intuition allows for more accurate interpretation, empowering you to make conscious choices that align with your soul's purpose. Think of it as fine-tuning your internal radio, allowing you to receive clearer signals from your higher self. Recall a time when you had a gut feeling about something, an unshakable sense of knowing that defied logic or reason. Perhaps you instinctively knew that a job offer wasn't right for you, even though it seemed perfect on paper, or that a new acquaintance couldn't be trusted, despite their charming facade. What if that gut feeling was your intuition, your soul's way of communicating with you, guiding you towards the best possible outcome? The truth is that intuition exists within each and every one of us, a subtle sense that can be cultivated and strengthened like a muscle. It isn't some mystical gift reserved for a select few, but a natural faculty that has been suppressed by the noise and distractions of modern life. Here are several techniques for enhancing your intuition and clarifying the messages you receive during déjà vu experiences. Meditation, quieting the incessant chatter of the mind, allows you to hear the subtle whispers of intuition. Even just a few minutes of daily meditation can make a profound difference in your ability to access your inner wisdom. Nature immersion. Connecting with the natural world grounds your energy, opens your senses, and allows you to tap into the ancient wisdom of the earth. Spend time in nature, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to be present with the sights, sounds, and smells around you. Creative expression. Engaging in creative activities, such as painting, writing, music, or dance, allows you to bypass the logical mind and tap into your inner wellspring of creativity and intuition. Dream journaling. Recording and interpreting your dreams can unlock a treasure trove of symbolic messages from your subconscious mind. Pay attention to recurring themes, symbols, and emotions in your dreams, as they often hold valuable insights into your waking life. Amplify your inner voice with this intuition amplification practice. 1. Before you begin, formulate a specific question you'd like guidance on. Be clear and concise, focusing on a decision you need to make or a challenge you're facing. 2. Find a quiet, secluded space where you can relax your body and quiet your mind. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. 3. Silently ask your question and listen intently for the first thought, feeling, or image that comes to mind. Don't censor yourself or try to analyze the response. Simply allow it to surface. 4. Trust that this initial response is your intuition speaking to you. It may not make logical sense at first, but trust that it holds a deeper truth. 5. Grab a journal and record your experience in detail. What thoughts, feelings, and images came to mind? What insights did you receive? Reflect on the guidance you received and consider how you can apply it to your life. Practice this often to strengthen your intuition and cultivate a deeper connection to your inner wisdom. By combining these techniques with your déjà vu decoding, the messages from your soul can guide you forward. But what about the physical spaces that hold significance in your timeline? Could these be more than just coincidences? We'll explore the idea of sacred places as timeline nexus points. What if certain locations, often revered as sacred places, act as powerful vortexes where timelines converge, amplifying your connection to past lives and triggering more intense and meaningful déjà vu experiences? Location matters, and these specific places might just be the keys to unlocking hidden chapters of your soul's journey. Have you considered how the Earth might be more conscious than we previously believed? Consider this. Locations with a history of spiritual significance, such as ancient temples, power vortexes, or natural wonders, often evoke a profound sense of familiarity, even if you've never physically been there before. Have you ever visited such a place and felt an overwhelming sense of recognition, as if you were returning home after a long absence? This sense of familiarity could be a sign that you're tapping into a convergence point of timelines, where past, present, and future intertwine. Sacred places may act as timeline nexus points due to a confluence of factors. For one, these locations often possess a unique energy signature that amplifies consciousness and facilitates access to higher realms of awareness. This may be due to a variety of reasons, including unique geological formations, underground water sources, or the presence of rare minerals. Secondly, these locations have been used for spiritual practices and rituals for centuries, imbuing them with a collective energy that resonates with the souls of those who visit them. The weight of history can open up portals to lost souls. Finally, some theories suggest that certain locations have unique geomagnetic properties that affect consciousness, altering brainwave patterns and facilitating altered states of awareness. Explore timeline connections with this sacred place exploration. 1. Begin by researching sacred places in your local area or around the world. Look for locations with a history of spiritual significance, natural beauty, or unique geological features. 2. Plan a visit to a location that resonates with you on a deep level. Allow your intuition to guide you in your selection. 3. While you're there, be mindful of your thoughts, feelings, and sensations. Pay attention to any déjà vu experiences or unusual occurrences. 4. Journal about your experiences and insights. What did you see, hear, feel, and sense? Did you have any déjà vu experiences? What emotions did these experiences evoke? 5. Reflect on what that specific location might represent in your personal timeline. What past life connections might you have to this place? What lessons or insights might it be offering you? So, we understand that certain locations and feelings may trigger soul memories through déjà vu, but what about the specific people involved in those experiences? Is it possible that certain relationships act as anchors, drawing us back to specific timelines? Next, we will discuss soulmate connections as timeline anchors. What if your soulmate connections are not merely sources of love and support, but also powerful anchors, drawing you back to specific timelines to fulfill soul contracts and experience karmic lessons? Some relationships exert an undeniable influence on the trajectory of your timeline, acting as both catalysts and compasses. It may be that these people are actively shifting your timelines in real time. Think about someone you feel an instant, undeniable connection with, even if you've only just met them. What is it about them that triggers such a strong resonance, a feeling of familiarity that defies explanation? What lessons have you learned from that person? What role have they played in shaping your life's path? The truth is that soulmate connections can exert a profound influence on your timeline, drawing you back to specific experiences and relationships to resolve karmic issues, fulfill soul contracts, and accelerate your spiritual growth. These relationships often involve karmic agreements, pre-incarnation arrangements to meet certain souls in multiple timelines to resolve specific issues and learn specific lessons. Soulmates also act as mirrors, reflecting your own strengths and weaknesses back to you, providing opportunities for self-reflection and growth. Finally, they can be catalysts for change, pushing you to step into your potential and embrace new possibilities that align with your soul's purpose. Take time to reflect on your life with this soulmate reflection. 1. Identify the key soulmate connections in your life. These may be romantic partners, family members, close friends, or even mentors or teachers. 2. Journal about the lessons you've learned from each of these relationships. What challenges have you faced together? What insights have you gained? How have these relationships helped you to grow and evolve? 3. Consider how these relationships have influenced your timeline. Have they led you down unexpected paths? Have they helped you to overcome obstacles or achieve your goals? 4. Identify any unresolved issues or karmic patterns that may still be playing out in these relationships. Are there any recurring conflicts or misunderstandings? Are there any lessons that you still need to learn? Understanding and acting on this knowledge will be the key to understanding déjà vu. Now that we have discussed the roles of people, locations, and feelings, it's time to put all of the information into practice. In the next section, we will establish a daily guide for timeline navigation. What if navigating the vast ocean of timelines requires more than just fleeting moments of awareness? What if it demands a personalized daily practice akin to charting a course through uncharted waters, ensuring you arrive at the destination your soul truly desires? Crafting your daily timeline navigation guide is the key to aligning with your highest potential, transforming you from a passive passenger into the conscious captain of your destiny. This guide ensures alignment with your soul's purpose and high-vibrational timelines. Think of seasoned travelers embarking on a journey through unfamiliar lands. They wouldn't simply wander aimlessly. They'd meticulously consult maps, compasses, and local experts to navigate the terrain and reach their desired destination. Daily timeline navigation is the equivalent of checking in with your internal GPS, your innate intuitive guidance system that knows exactly where you need to be. Remember that time when you were presented with two seemingly equal job offers, yet something inside you screamed to take one over the other, despite logic suggesting otherwise. What happened when you trusted that inner nudge? Did it lead you to unexpected opportunities and growth, or did you ignore it, only to find yourself filled with regret? Now, let's delve into the key elements of crafting your personalized daily timeline navigation guide, drawing upon the insights we've uncovered throughout this journey. Morning intention setting. Begin each day by consciously stating your intention for the timeline you wish to experience. What is your ultimate goal for the day? What energies are you open to receiving? How will you embody your highest self in every interaction? Remember back to Section 9, when we discussed consciously creating your timeline. If you're aiming for a day filled with creativity and inspiration, set the intention to be open to new ideas, to embrace challenges as opportunities, and to connect with like-minded individuals who resonate with your passions. Conversely, if you're anticipating a day of potential conflict or stress, set the intention to remain calm, compassionate, and centered, shielding yourself from negative energies and radiating peace and understanding. Subconscious check-in. Use affirmations, journaling, or even dream analysis to access your subconscious mind and identify any limiting beliefs or fears that may be subtly sabotaging your timeline. What hidden anxieties are lurking beneath the surface, influencing your choices and shaping your reality? Refer back to sections 11 and 12, where we explored the subconscious roots of your beliefs and the power of reprogramming. Utilize journaling to excavate any subconscious beliefs that may be affecting your timeline. For instance, do you harbor a deep-seated fear of success, believing that you're not worthy of abundance or that it will isolate you from others? Or do you carry a subconscious belief that love is painful, leading you to unconsciously attract unhealthy relationships? Intuitive listening. Throughout the day, cultivate the habit of tuning into your intuition, that subtle inner voice that whispers guidance and wisdom. Practice mindfulness or meditation, even for just a few minutes, to quiet the incessant chatter of the mind and connect with your soul's wisdom. And throughout the day, check in with your body. Is your body communicating stress, anxiety, or a sense of calm and comfort? What is it trying to tell you? Perhaps you experience a sudden wave of nausea when considering a particular decision, a clear signal that your intuition is waving a red flag. Or maybe you feel an inexplicable sense of lightness and joy when contemplating a new path, a sign that your soul is guiding you towards alignment. Relationship awareness. Reflect on your key relationships and assess their impact on your timeline. Are they supporting your growth, encouraging your dreams, and lifting you higher? Or are they draining your energy, stifling your potential, and dragging you down a path of negativity and stagnation? Remind yourself of Section 25, where we uncovered the dynamics of soulmate connections. At the end of the day, express gratitude for those who uplift you, celebrating the positive impact they have on your life. And for those relationships that feel challenging or draining, set intentions for stronger boundaries, clearer communication, or even a conscious release, understanding that not all connections are meant to last forever. Evening review. At the end of each day, take time to review your experiences and identify any timeline detours or unexpected challenges you encountered. What lessons did you learn from these deviations? How can you adjust your course moving forward to stay aligned with your soul's purpose? Reference Section 21, where we discussed navigating timeline detours. What specific actions did you take throughout the day? What emotions did you feel in response to those actions? How can you improve your actions based on your desired timeline? Perhaps you found yourself getting caught up in gossip or negativity, realizing that you allowed yourself to be pulled off course. Use this awareness to set a stronger intention for the following day, committing to surround yourself with positive influences and to consciously choose thoughts and actions that align with your highest self. Now, let's translate these insights into practical action. Create your personalized daily timeline navigation guide. 1. Design a checklist or template that incorporates the key elements we've discussed. This could be a physical journal, a digital document, or even a simple mental checklist that you run through each day. 2. Commit to completing the guide each day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Consistency is key to developing a strong connection with your intuition and consciously shaping your timeline. 3. Track your progress and celebrate your successes. Notice how your life begins to shift as you become more intentional and aligned with your soul's purpose. 4. Consider adding your sacred place exploration into this practice, or perhaps visiting one after completing your guide, as discussed in Section 24. Consistently using your personalized guide is undoubtedly the key to unlocking the most ideal timeline. But what does the big picture look like? What is the overarching purpose that makes this daily guide so valuable, so powerful, and so vital to your very existence? Knowing the grand scheme, the ultimate destination, will make this daily practice even more effective. Let's explore the grand purpose of the soul's journey through multiple timelines, connecting all the parts we've been discussing to the ultimate, awe-inspiring goal that drives us all. But what if this ideal timeline we seek isn't about a life of uninterrupted bliss, but rather a carefully orchestrated journey of growth, challenge, and profound self-discovery, curated by your very own soul? What if the déjà vu we experience isn't merely a glitch in the matrix, but a gentle nudge from our higher selves, reminding us of the grand purpose that lies beyond the veil of our limited perceptions? The ultimate goal of navigating multiple timelines isn't to create a perfect life, but to facilitate soul evolution through diverse experiences, karmic resolution, and expanded consciousness. What appears negative now may serve a higher purpose, a lesson in disguise, a catalyst for growth you wouldn't trade for all the comfort in the world. Think about your favorite video game. Do you meticulously seek out every cheat code, every glitch, every easy path to victory? Or do you embrace the challenges, the setbacks, the unexpected twists and turns that make the game truly rewarding? Players don't just seek the easiest path to victory. They explore different levels, face challenges, and learn from their mistakes. Soul evolution is similar, with each timeline representing a level in the game of life. Consider how players often want to replay the game using different characters, with different abilities and backstories, to enhance their experience and unlock new possibilities. Why would a soul only experience one thing when it can experience infinite possibilities? Let's go even further and explore the concept of soul evolution, drawing from various spiritual traditions that have echoed this sentiment for millennia. Timelines provide opportunities to resolve past karma and learn from mistakes. Perhaps you wronged someone in a past life, and this timeline presents an opportunity to make amends, to heal the karmic debt, and to break free from the cycle of suffering. Experiencing diverse perspectives and challenges expands your consciousness and understanding of reality. By walking in another's shoes, by facing adversity head-on, you develop empathy, compassion, and a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things. Timelines allow you to fulfill agreements made before incarnating, such as helping others or pursuing specific passions. Perhaps you made a promise to be a healer, a teacher, or an artist, and this timeline provides the perfect stage for you to shine your light and fulfill your soul's purpose. Experiencing challenges provides opportunities for virtue development, patience, fortitude, forgiveness. So, how do you begin to align with this grand purpose of soul evolution? Engage in soul purpose reflection. 1. Consider your life experiences, both positive and negative, without judgment or attachment. 2. Identify recurring themes, patterns, and lessons that seem to be weaving their way through your life's narrative. 3. Ask yourself, what am I here to learn? What am I here to contribute? What virtues am I meant to develop? 4. Journal about your insights and use them to guide your future choices, allowing your soul's purpose to illuminate your path forward. Understanding the grand purpose of soul evolution provides context, but what happens when your free will desires clash with your soul's contracts? Can you change your destiny? We now need to address balancing free will and destiny in timeline navigation. But what if these soul contracts and karmic lessons aren't rigid chains binding you to a predetermined fate, but rather gentle guideposts, nudging you towards your highest potential while still honoring your freedom to choose your path? What if destiny isn't a fixed destination, but a flexible framework that bends and adapts to the winds of your will? While soul contracts and karmic lessons exist, you still have free will to choose your path. Balancing these aspects involves aligning your choices with your soul's purpose, allowing you to navigate the currents of destiny with grace and intention. Destiny can be altered with free will, especially when you live in alignment with your values. Think about sailing a ship across the ocean. The destination, destiny, is predetermined. You want to make it to a specific port. But the route you take, free will, can vary wildly depending on the weather conditions, the currents, and your choices as the captain. You can't control the weather, you can't stop the waves, but you can control your ship. You can adjust your sails, and you can navigate the waters with skill and intention. This illustrates free will and destiny. Let's explore the interplay between free will and destiny in greater detail. View soul contracts as guideposts, not rigid mandates. You can choose how you fulfill them, even if what you need to do is immutable. The contract may be that you need to assist others, but how you assist them is up to you. Use your free will to make choices aligned with your values and desires. This will attract timelines that support your soul's growth, aligning your external reality with your internal compass. Trust your intuition to guide you toward the best path, even when it deviates from your original plan. The soul communicates what feels right or what feels wrong. It is an ever-present compass that is pointing north. You just have to listen. By being conscious of your power, you will be less likely to take advantage of others. So, how do you begin to consciously harmonize free will and destiny in your timeline navigation? Implement this free will destiny alignment process. 1. Identify a current goal or desire, something you're actively working towards. 2. Ask yourself, is this aligned with my soul's purpose? Does it feel right in my heart? Tuning into your intuitive guidance system. 3. Consider the potential consequences of achieving this goal, both for yourself and others, examining the ripple effects of your actions. 4. Adjust your approach as needed to align with the highest good, ensuring that your choices are not only fulfilling, but also ethically sound and beneficial for all involved. We now know what to do when free will and destiny appear to conflict, but what tools are at our disposal to enhance the experience? Let's transition to exploring tools for accelerating soul growth through conscious timeline navigation. But what if navigating these timelines isn't just about passively drifting with the currents of fate or actively steering your ship with the rudder of free will? What if there were specific tools and techniques, ancient and modern, that could amplify your ability to chart your course, accelerate your soul's growth, and consciously navigate the labyrinth of possibilities that lie before you? Certain tools and practices can accelerate soul growth and enhance your ability to navigate timelines consciously, drawing from esoteric wisdom and modern techniques. Use active tools rather than passive experiences for greater acceleration. Think about learning a new language. While immersion is helpful, formal study, practice, and cultural understanding greatly accelerate the learning process. Being surrounded by native speakers is a helpful tool, but it isn't enough to learn a new language. In the same way, soul growth happens more rapidly if you are conscious and intentional. What are some tools that are widely used for self-growth, and how do they relate to these timeline shifts? let's explore specific tools for accelerating soul growth. Consider past life regression, which allows you to explore past timelines to uncover karmic patterns and resolve unresolved issues. By journeying into your past incarnations, you can gain profound insights into your present life, heal old wounds, and break free from limiting beliefs. Reference Dohler's canon and Michael Newton, pioneers in the field of past life regression, who have documented countless cases of individuals transforming their lives through this powerful technique. Consider Akashic Records readings, accessing the Akashic Records, the library of the soul, to gain insights into your soul's journey and purpose. By tapping into this vast reservoir of knowledge, you can discover your soul's origins, its past lives, its karmic lessons, and its ultimate destiny. Reference Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, who was renowned for his ability to access the Akashic Records and provide accurate and insightful readings. Consider shadow work, integrating your shadow self, the disowned aspects of your personality, to become more whole and authentic. By embracing your darkness, you can reclaim your power, heal your wounds, and step into your full potential. Reference Carl Jung, the renowned Swiss psychiatrist, who emphasized the importance of integrating the shadow self for psychological and spiritual growth. Consider energy healing, clearing energetic blockages, and raise your vibration to attract higher vibrational timelines. By working with your energy field, you can release stagnant emotions, heal physical ailments, and create a more harmonious and balanced state of being. Reference Reiki and Qigong, ancient healing modalities that utilize energy to promote physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. So, how do you begin to explore these tools and incorporate them into your journey of conscious timeline navigation? Create a tool exploration plan. Research the tools described above and identify one that resonates with you, trusting your intuition to guide you towards the method that feels most aligned with your soul's path. 2. Find a qualified practitioner or explore self-study resources, seeking out a teacher or program that feels authentic and trustworthy. 3. Commit to exploring this tool for a specific period of time, e.g., 3 months, giving yourself ample opportunity to experience its benefits and integrate its teachings. 4. Track your progress and note any insights or breakthroughs, journaling your experiences and reflecting on how this tool is impacting your life. Understanding the acceleration tools may result in some unexpected turns. But how do we stay present to experience it all? Now, let's explore the importance of present moment awareness. But what if the key to navigating the labyrinth of timelines isn't about meticulously planning your every step, obsessively analyzing past events, or anxiously anticipating future possibilities? What if the true power lies in surrendering to the present moment, fully embracing the now with all its imperfections and uncertainties? The most powerful tool in timeline navigation is present moment awareness, since the only timeline that truly matters is the one you are experiencing now. Staying grounded minimizes distractions and helps you take advantage of any opportunities that come along. Think about driving a car. You can't control the past or the future, you can't change the decisions you made yesterday, and you can't predict what traffic will be like tomorrow. But you can control the present moment, your speed, your direction, and your attention. You must pay attention to the road, not the previous destination or the next one. Let's explore how present moment awareness enhances timeline navigation. It increases clarity, allowing you to perceive subtle cues and synchronicities that guide you toward your desired timeline. When you're fully present, you're more attuned to the whispers of your intuition, the subtle nudges from the universe, and the unexpected opportunities that present themselves. It reduces anxiety, helping you release attachment to specific outcomes and trust the process. When you're not clinging to a particular future, you're free to embrace the flow of life, knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly, even when it doesn't make sense in the moment. It enhances gratitude, allowing you to appreciate the beauty and abundance of the present moment. When you're focused on the now, you're more likely to notice the simple joys, the small blessings, and the everyday miracles that surround you. It fosters greater creativity, allowing you to tap into your inner wisdom and generate new solutions. When you're not distracted by past regrets or future worries, you're free to access the infinite intelligence that resides within you, allowing you to solve problems with ease and grace. So, how do you begin to cultivate this power of present moment awareness in your daily life? Implement this present moment practice. 1. Throughout the day, pause and bring your attention to your breath, noticing the rise and fall of your chest, the gentle flow of air in and out of your nostrils. 2. Notice your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment, simply observing them as they arise and pass away like clouds in the sky. 3. Engage your senses fully. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch? Immerse yourself in the sensory experience of the present moment, savoring each sight, sound, scent, flavor, and texture. 4. Appreciate the simple joys of the present moment, acknowledging the beauty and abundance that surrounds you, even in the midst of challenges or difficulties. By incorporating the lessons of the past and being aware in the present, we can plan for the future. Now we need to discuss the long-term vision that brings all of the components of the timelines together. But what if the timeline you're currently navigating, the one you perceive as your default reality, isn't a cosmic accident or a random roll of the dice, but a meticulously chosen curriculum designed specifically for your soul's accelerated evolution? What if the hardships and heartaches you're enduring right now are not punishments or signs of failure, but precisely the experiences your higher self knew you needed to break free from old patterns and ascend to new heights of consciousness? The timeline you're experiencing isn't necessarily the best or worst, but the one providing the most relevant lessons for your soul's growth at this precise moment in your eternal journey. So challenge the binary thinking about good and bad timelines, because all experiences serve a purpose. Consider a challenging relationship you're currently grappling with. Is it filled with conflict, misunderstandings, and endless cycles of drama? It may seem like a negative, draining experience, a cosmic misstep that you're desperately trying to escape. But what if that very relationship is triggering unresolved issues from past lives, forcing you to confront your deepest shadows, and teaching you invaluable lessons about boundaries, self-love, and the art of forgiveness? What lessons did that relationship present, and how can they be used on your timeline moving forward to benefit your soul's growth? Let's delve deeper into this radical reinterpretation of challenging timelines. Difficult experiences often force you to examine your beliefs and behaviors, leading to profound self-understanding, a mirror reflecting the hidden corners of your psyche. Overcoming obstacles builds resilience and inner strength, forging an unbreakable spirit that can weather any storm, transforming you into a beacon of hope for others. Experiencing suffering allows you to develop greater empathy for others, breaking down the walls of separation and uniting you with the shared human experience, reminding you of the interconnectedness of all beings. Challenging timelines may be necessary to resolve past karma and learn from mistakes, freeing you from the shackles of repeating cycles and paving the way for a brighter future, breaking free from the prison of karmic debt. What feels like a curse is really a blessing in disguise. So how do you begin to embrace this timeline reinterpretation and transform your perception of challenging experiences? First, identify a challenging aspect of your current timeline, something that feels difficult, painful, or frustrating. Then, instead of judging it as bad or wrong, ask yourself, what lessons am I meant to learn from this experience? How can this help me grow? What is the silver lining? Journal about your insights and shift your perspective to one of gratitude and acceptance, recognizing that even the darkest clouds can bring the most nourishing rain. We now understand that the default isn't necessarily bad, but how can you give yourself compassion when navigating a difficult experience, because the world can be so harsh? Let's explore the necessity of self-compassion as a timeline navigation tool, because you deserve your own love. But what if the secret to successfully navigating these challenging timelines isn't about gritting your teeth, toughening up, and pushing through the pain, but about softening your heart, extending yourself grace, and treating yourself with the same loving kindness you would offer a cherished friend? What if self-compassion is the most powerful tool you have at your disposal, allowing you to weather any storm, heal any wound, and emerge stronger and more resilient than ever before? When navigating challenging timelines, self-compassion is an essential tool, allowing you to treat yourself with kindness and understanding, even when you make mistakes or experience setbacks. So treat yourself like a friend. Think about how you would treat a close friend who is struggling. Would you berate them, judge them, and tell them they're not good enough? Or would you offer them support, encouragement, and understanding, reminding them of their strengths and their inherent worth? Why not extend the same courtesy to yourself, because you are worthy of the same kindness? The relationship you have with yourself is the most important relationship you will ever have, so nurture it with love and compassion, like a gardener tending to a delicate flower. Let's explore the transformative benefits of self-compassion in greater detail. It reduces self-judgment, allowing you to accept your imperfections and mistakes without harsh criticism, freeing you from the prison of self-doubt and paving the way for self-acceptance. It increases resilience, providing emotional support during difficult times, buffering you against the slings and arrows of life, and helping you to bounce back from setbacks with greater ease. It promotes self-growth, creating a safe space for self-reflection and learning, fostering a sense of curiosity and exploration that fuels your personal evolution. It enhances emotional well-being, reducing stress and anxiety, promoting overall well-being, and creating a sense of inner peace that radiates outward, touching everyone you encounter. You can be your own best friend. So, how do you begin to cultivate this essential quality of self-compassion in your daily life? Implement this self-compassion practice. When you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, pause and place your hand on your heart, a gesture of self-soothing and connection. Repeat these phrases to yourself. This is a difficult moment. I'm not alone in this. May I be kind to myself, affirming your inherent worthiness of love and compassion. Visualize yourself surrounded by loving energy, imagining a warm, comforting light enveloping you, filling you with a sense of peace and safety. Engage in an act of self-care, such as taking a warm bath, listening to music, or spending time in nature, nourishing your body, mind, and soul. Now that we know to give ourselves grace, we must shift our focus, because timelines can be manipulated in our favor. Let's explore shifting from a goal-oriented to a process-oriented approach for a more fulfilling experience. But what if the relentless pursuit of specific outcomes is actually hindering your timeline navigation, creating unnecessary stress, anxiety, and a profound sense of dissatisfaction? What if the secret to a more fulfilling and adaptable existence lies in shifting your focus from the destination to the journey, from the achievement of goals to the appreciation of the present moment? Instead of fixating on specific outcomes, focus on enjoying the journey and embracing the present moment, because detachment can accelerate the process. This will create a more fulfilling and adaptable experience, as the joy is in the journey, not the destination, so seek pleasure in the process. Compare timeline navigation to hiking a mountain. While reaching the summit is rewarding, the true value lies in the experience of the hike itself, the scenery, the challenges, and the personal growth. The conversations you have with fellow hikers, the wildlife you observe, and the physical sensations you feel are the true rewards. Do you focus on getting to the top, or the journey that gets you there? Because both aspects of mountain climbing are important. Let's examine the multifaceted benefits of a process-oriented approach. It reduces anxiety, releasing attachment to specific outcomes and reducing stress and worry, freeing you from the grip of fear, and allowing you to embrace the unknown with courage. It increases flexibility, allowing you to adapt to unexpected challenges and detours, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth and learning, empowering you to navigate any terrain with grace and resilience. It enhances appreciation, promoting a greater appreciation for the present moment, savoring the small joys and blessings that often go unnoticed when you're fixated on the future. It fosters greater fulfillment, allowing you to find joy in the journey, regardless of the destination, creating a sense of purpose and meaning that transcends any specific achievement, making you feel alive. So, how do you begin to cultivate this process-oriented mindset in your daily life? Implement this process appreciation exercise. First, identify a goal you're currently working toward, something you're striving to achieve in the future. Then, shift your focus from the outcome to the process, paying attention to the steps you're taking, the skills you're developing, and the experiences you're having along the way. Identify specific aspects of the process that you enjoy, activities that bring you joy, satisfaction, or a sense of accomplishment. Engage in those aspects with intention and gratitude, fully immersing yourself in the present moment and savoring the experience. Enjoying the process makes timeline navigation easier, but how can we appreciate all aspects, both good and bad, when certain soul contracts are difficult to bear? Let's discover celebrating the journey of soul evolution, because the lessons are worth celebrating. But what if the key to unlocking true fulfillment in your timeline navigation lies not in cherry-picking only the pleasant experiences, but in embracing the entirety of your soul's journey, celebrating both the triumphs and the tribulations, recognizing that every experience, no matter how painful, serves a purpose in your evolution? What if the so-called failures are actually opportunities for growth, the detours are hidden blessings, and the challenges are the very catalysts that propel you towards your highest potential? Celebrate the journey of soul evolution through multiple timelines, embracing both the joys and challenges as valuable learning experiences. So reframe failures as learning opportunities. Use the metaphor of a tapestry. The beautiful design is created by weaving together both light and dark threads, each contributing to the overall aesthetic and telling a unique story. The dark threads provide contrast, depth, and texture. Without them, the tapestry would be flat and lifeless. What aspects of life have you been grateful for, even if they were challenging? Because challenges shape us for the better. Let's explore the different ways you can celebrate the journey of soul evolution. Cultivate gratitude for challenges, appreciating the lessons you've learned from difficult experiences, the resilience you've developed, and the strength you've gained. Give yourself recognition of progress. Acknowledge and celebrate your growth and accomplishments, no matter how small they may seem, honoring the progress you are making toward your goals. Embrace self-acceptance. Embrace your imperfections and mistakes as part of your unique journey, recognizing that they are what make you human and relatable. Connect with others. Share your experiences and connect with others on a similar path, creating a supportive community that celebrates both the joys and the challenges of soul evolution. Your experiences can benefit those around you. So, how do you put this into practice? Try this timeline celebration exercise. Reflect on your life experiences, both positive and negative, without judgment, because everything is a lesson in disguise. Identify the lessons you've learned and the growth you've experienced, and allow yourself to feel gratitude for the challenges that have shaped you. Create a visual representation of your journey, such as a timeline, a collage, or a piece of art, capturing the essence of your soul's evolution and honoring the path you've traveled. Share your creation with others and celebrate your accomplishments, inspiring them to embrace their own journeys with courage and joy. By celebrating our journey, we understand how to help others on theirs, because we've all been there. Let's transition to reframing challenges as opportunities for expanded empathy and compassion, because understanding comes from experience. But what if the struggles you've overcome, the wounds you've healed, and the lessons you've learned aren't just for your own personal benefit, but are meant to be shared with others, becoming a source of inspiration, guidance, and healing for the collective timeline? What if the challenges you've faced are actually opportunities to expand your empathy and compassion, connecting with others on a deeper level, and contributing positively to the evolution of humanity? Reframing challenges as opportunities for expanded empathy and compassion allows you to connect with others and contribute positively to the collective timeline, and this turns personal struggles into community contributions. Consider someone who has overcome a difficult addiction. They can use their experience to help others struggling with addiction, offering support, understanding, and hope. They can share their story, volunteer their time, or advocate for policy changes that support recovery. How have you been able to help others who have experienced a similar problem? Because your experiences can touch the lives of others. Let's explore how challenges can expand empathy in profound ways. Experiencing suffering connects you to the shared human experience, dissolving the illusion of separation and reminding you that we are all interconnected. And interconnectedness is a universal law. Allows you to understand the perspectives of others, breaking down stereotypes and fostering greater tolerance and acceptance, paving the way for meaningful dialogue and collaboration. Inspires you to act with kindness and support toward those who are struggling, creating a ripple effect of compassion that can transform individuals, communities, and even the world. Empowers you to contribute positively to the collective timeline by helping others heal and grow, creating a more harmonious and just world for all, and it all starts with you. So, how do you begin to translate your challenges into opportunities for compassionate action? Try this compassionate action exercise. Identify a challenge you have overcome, something you've struggled with and emerged stronger from. Consider how you can use your experience to help others, whether it's through volunteering, sharing your story, or offering support to someone who is struggling. Volunteer your time, share your story, or offer support to someone who is struggling, becoming a beacon of hope and inspiration for those who are navigating similar challenges. Reflect on how your experiences can benefit those around you, and how to reframe it for the positive, transforming your personal struggles into a powerful force for good in the world. We have discussed everything that relates to timelines, both the struggles and the rewards, but there is still so much more to learn. It is now time to begin recapping the entire video, so let's conclude with a brief summary of key concepts, reinforcing the video's core message, because the best is yet to come. But what if these seemingly random instances of déjà vu aren't just glitches in the matrix, but rather coded messages from your soul, urgent reminders flashing across the screen of your consciousness, beckoning you to pay attention to pivotal moments in your timeline? What if recognizing these triggers, these catalysts for timeline review, is the key to consciously redirecting your path, transforming what feels like a predetermined script into a choose-your-own adventure where you hold the pen? Understanding déjà vu triggers turns a passive experience into an actionable strategy for timeline navigation. So let's explore what it means to take back control. Have you ever noticed that déjà vu often strikes during periods of intense stress, uncertainty, or significant life changes, when you're standing at a major crossroads, teetering on the precipice of a life-altering decision? Perhaps you experience it when facing a difficult choice at work, navigating a turbulent relationship, or contemplating a major relocation. Think about the last time you experienced déjà vu. What were the circumstances surrounding it? What decisions were you wrestling with? And what path were you on? Because the details matter. These circumstances might be the trigger to an underlying shift. Let's delve deeper into the mechanics of these triggers and how they function as timeline review prompts dispatched by your soul. High stress or uncertainty acts as a potent amplifier, heightening your sensitivity to the subtle whispers of your intuition and making it easier to perceive potential timeline divergences, similar to how a radio antenna becomes more sensitive during a storm. The trigger serves as a cosmic nudge, a gentle but insistent reminder that you're at a crucial juncture, a point of divergence where your choices carry significant weight. Your soul is urging you to pay attention, to realign with your highest purpose, or to consciously choose the path that resonates most deeply with your authentic self, because your soul knows best. These triggers aren't obstacles to be feared, but rather precious opportunities to take the reins of your destiny and steer your timeline toward a more fulfilling horizon. So choose wisely. So, how do you begin to decode these timeline review prompts and consciously respond to their guidance? Implement this trigger response protocol. First, when you experience déjà vu, immediately pause and identify the specific trigger event that preceded it, the situation, decision, or interaction that seemed to spark the feeling. Then, take a few deep breaths to center yourself, quieting the mental chatter and connecting with your inner wisdom, grounding yourself in the present moment. Next, ask yourself a series of probing questions. What is this trigger trying to show me? What decision am I facing? What am I being asked to review or change? Finally, journal about your insights, recording your thoughts, feelings, and intuitive nudges, and then take appropriate action, adjusting your course to align with your soul's guidance. Now that we can identify triggers and decipher their messages, let's delve into the realm of negative déjà vu cycles and discover how to interrupt these self-perpetuating patterns, because they're holding you back. But what if constantly experiencing déjà vu in negative situations signals a recurring pattern, a karmic loop playing on repeat, trapping you in an undesirable timeline? What if consciously interrupting this cycle is the key to rewriting your script, shifting to a more positive timeline where you're the author of your own destiny, not just a character trapped in a predetermined plot? Repeating negative patterns are signs you need to change, so let's explore how to do it. Picture this: someone who invariably experiences déjà vu right before a heated argument with their partner. The argument could be about anything, like not doing the dishes or forgetting to pick something up from the store. This indicates a deeply ingrained negative relationship cycle, a predictable sequence of events that leads to conflict and resentment. How can this couple interrupt this cycle before it even begins, before the familiar script starts to unfold? Because early intervention is key. What actions can they take to disrupt the pattern and create a more harmonious outcome? Let's explore in greater depth how negative déjà vu cycles operate as self-perpetuating patterns of thought, emotion, and behavior. These cycles are often rooted in unresolved past traumas, limiting beliefs, or unhealthy communication patterns, creating a feedback loop that reinforces negative outcomes, which is never ideal. By identifying the specific trigger that initiates the cycle, such as a critical comment, a dismissive gesture, or a feeling of resentment, and consciously choosing a different response, you can disrupt the cycle and create a new, more positive outcome, rewriting the script. Methods to break state include physically removing yourself from the situation, changing your physiology, deep breathing, stretching, using humor to diffuse the tension, or consciously shifting your focus to something positive, because changing state changes everything. So, how do you begin to dismantle these negative déjà vu cycles and rewrite your relationship with reality? Try this cycle breaker technique. First, identify a negative déjà vu cycle in your life, a recurring situation or pattern that consistently leads to undesirable outcomes. Then, pinpoint the specific trigger that initiates the cycle, the event, thought, or feeling that sets the negative sequence in motion. Next, create a list of alternative responses you can choose when the trigger occurs, consciously selecting behaviors, thoughts, and emotions that disrupt the habitual pattern. Finally, practice these alternative responses in your mind and in real life, rehearsing them until they become second nature, empowering you to navigate the trigger with greater awareness and control, so you can take back control. Now that we know how to break free from negative cycles, let's shift our focus to the positive side of the spectrum and explore techniques for amplifying positive déjà vu experiences, because life can get even better. But what if you could intentionally cultivate and amplify those moments of positive déjà vu, those fleeting glimpses of joy, connection, and inspiration, attracting more of those experiences into your life and creating a timeline brimming with abundance, love, and fulfillment? What if these positive echoes are more than just happy accidents, but rather signposts pointing you toward your ideal timeline, guiding you to actively create a reality that aligns with your deepest desires? Good moments are opportunities to be seized, so let's seize them. Think of a time when you experienced déjà vu during a moment of profound joy, effortless connection, or soaring inspiration. Perhaps it was while witnessing a breathtaking sunset, sharing a heartfelt laugh with a loved one, or experiencing a creative breakthrough that filled you with a sense of purpose. What were the specific details of that experience? The sights, sounds, smells, and emotions that painted the canvas of that perfect moment, because these details are the keys. What if you actively sought to recreate that experience, intentionally revisiting the same location, listening to the same music, or engaging in the same activities, because it's worth a shot? Let's explore how intentionally recreating positive experiences can reinforce positive neural pathways in your brain, rewiring your subconscious mind to attract similar timelines, creating a virtuous cycle of joy and abundance. Sensory recall. Recall the specific sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures associated with the positive déjà vu experience, vividly reliving the moment in your mind. Emotional resonance. Recreate the emotions you felt during the experience, allowing yourself to bask in the feelings of joy, gratitude, and inspiration, amplifying those positive vibrations. Behavioral replication. Replicate the actions you took during the experience, consciously engaging in the same behaviors that contributed to the positive outcome, reinforcing the positive pattern, so do it again. So, how do you begin to weave this magic into the tapestry of your daily life? Implement this positive amplification ritual. First, identify a positive déjà vu experience you want to amplify, a moment of pure joy, connection, or inspiration that you long to relive. Then, gather items that represent the key elements of that experience, such as a photo, a piece of music, a scent, or an object that holds special significance, summoning the energy of that moment. Next, create a sacred space where you can recreate the experience, a quiet and comfortable sanctuary where you can fully immerse yourself in the sights, sounds, smells, and emotions of that precious moment. Finally, engage your senses, recall the emotions, and replicate the actions, consciously reliving the experience with intention and gratitude, amplifying its positive impact and attracting more of those experiences into your life. By understanding what triggers timeline shifts and how to interrupt negative cycles and amplify positive ones, we can begin to extend our knowledge to helping others, because collaboration is key. But what if your growing awareness of timeline navigation wasn't just a gift for yourself, but a calling to support others on their own journeys, offering guidance, compassion, and a safe space for exploration? What if your understanding of these subtle shifts in reality could become a roadmap for others, empowering them to navigate their own timelines with greater confidence and grace? Sharing your experience is an act of kindness, so offer a helping hand. Think back to a time when someone offered you a helping hand, guiding you through a difficult transition, decision, or life challenge. How did their support make a difference in your life? What impact did it have on your journey? Because their impact likely mattered. Their support likely provided you with clarity, courage, and a renewed sense of hope, reminding you that you weren't alone, and it can be the same for others. Let's explore how you can become a beacon of support for others navigating the complexities of timeline shifts. Active listening. Listen with empathy and without judgment to their experiences, creating a safe space for them to share their thoughts and feelings without fear of criticism. Validating their feelings. Acknowledge and validate their emotions, even if you don't fully understand them, reassuring them that their feelings are valid and worthy of attention, so treat them with compassion. Sharing your knowledge. Share your insights and tools for timeline navigation, but avoid imposing your beliefs, offering suggestions and guidance without dictating their path, so you are a guide, not a dictator. Offering encouragement. Remind them of their strength, resilience, and potential for growth, empowering them to believe in their ability to navigate any challenge and create a fulfilling life. So, how do you put this into practice and become a source of support for others? Implement this timeline support protocol. First, identify someone in your life who is struggling with a timeline shift, a difficult decision, or a sense of uncertainty. Then offer them your support, using the guidelines described above, listening with empathy, validating their feelings, sharing your knowledge, and offering encouragement. Next, respect their choices and avoid trying to control their path, empowering them to make their own decisions and chart their own course. Finally, celebrate their progress and acknowledge their growth, recognizing their efforts and affirming their inherent worthiness. You now have a solid understanding of how to recognize and navigate timelines, both for yourself and others, but there is more to explore. What if this ability to consciously navigate timelines is not just a personal skill, but a catalyst for collective evolution, a stepping stone towards a future where humanity consciously co-creates a more harmonious, abundant, and fulfilling reality for all? What if the long-term vision of timeline navigation extends far beyond individual empowerment, encompassing the potential to shape the destiny of our species and the future of our world? And what does that world even look like? Now, we'll explore the future of timeline navigation, because the future is in your hands. What if the universe is not a silent, indifferent expanse, but a responsive, communicative entity that's constantly whispering guidance, validation, and encouragement to those who are attuned to its subtle language? What if those seemingly random coincidences, those moments of serendipity that punctuate your daily life, aren't just chance occurrences, but rather intentional signals from the cosmos confirming that you're aligned with your desired timeline and soul purpose? Synchronicities aren't random, they're the universe cheering you on. So let's explore these cosmic breadcrumbs and decipher the messages they hold. Think of a time you were pondering a major decision, perhaps wrestling with whether to take a new job, end a relationship, or move to a new city. Then, seemingly out of the blue, a book fell off the shelf, landing open on a page that directly addressed your exact concern, or a stranger on the street offered a piece of advice that perfectly mirrored your inner turmoil, or a song on the radio played lyrics that resonated deeply with your current situation. What was the message? What was the meaning? These weren't accidents. They were carefully orchestrated cues designed to nudge you in the right direction, Let's delve deeper into how synchronicities validate your path, acting as signposts along your journey. First, they signal alignment with your intention. Synchronicities often occur when you're laser-focused on a specific intention, whether it's manifesting a new relationship, launching a business, or healing a past trauma. These meaningful coincidences confirm that you're moving in the right direction, that the universe is conspiring to support your efforts, and that your dreams are within reach. Second, they offer guidance and support, which can be invaluable when you're facing a challenge or navigating uncertainty. They may provide a sense of reassurance and encouragement, reminding you that you're not alone and that the universe is on your side. Third, they open new doors. They can lead to unexpected opportunities or connections that align with your soul's purpose, guiding you toward experiences, relationships, and resources that you never could have imagined. Ready to become a synchronicity magnet and consciously decode the messages the universe is sending your way. Start a synchronicity log to record any meaningful coincidences you experience in your daily life, no matter how small or insignificant they may seem. Note the specific details of the event, the time, the place, the people involved, and any other relevant information that stands out. Record the emotions you felt during the experience, paying attention to any feelings of joy, excitement, gratitude, or peace that arose. Note any insights you received, any new perspectives that emerged, or any guidance that you felt compelled to follow. Finally, reflect on how these synchronicities relate to your current goals and intentions, asking yourself if there were any actions you took that caused these synchronicities to take place, and how you can replicate this moving forward. Now that you're consciously attuned to the validating whispers of synchronicities, let's delve into the art of deepening your intuitive interpretation, going beyond surface-level meanings to uncover the deeper insights and guidance that await. What if synchronicities are like riddles, encoded messages that require more than just logical analysis to decipher? What if your intuition is the key to unlocking these hidden meanings, allowing you to tap into a wellspring of wisdom that transcends the limitations of your rational mind? Gut feelings are more than just feelings. They're your inner GPS guiding you toward your most aligned timeline, so let's learn how to listen. Imagine finding a feather on your path while contemplating a difficult decision. While it could simply be a random occurrence, a discarded remnant from a passing bird, what if it's also a symbol of hope, freedom, or connection with the angelic realm, a gentle reminder that you're supported and guided on your journey? What does that symbol mean to you, specifically? What emotions does it evoke? What memories does it trigger? And what guidance does it offer? Because your personal connection to the symbol is what matters most. Let's explore how to deepen your intuitive interpretation of synchronicities, moving beyond the literal to embrace the symbolic. First, consider the context in which the synchronicity occurred, paying attention to what you were thinking, feeling, or doing at the time. What questions were you asking? What challenges were you facing? And what intentions were you setting? Because the context provides valuable clues. Second, explore the symbolic meaning of the object, event, or person involved in the synchronicity, researching its cultural significance, its archetypal associations, and its personal resonance for you, because symbols are potent messengers. Third, pay attention to the emotions you felt during the experience, noticing any feelings of joy, fear, peace, or confusion that arose, as your emotions are often the most direct line to your intuition. Finally, trust your inner guidance to lead you toward the most relevant interpretation, allowing your intuition to illuminate the hidden meaning of the synchronicity and reveal the path forward. Ready to sharpen your intuitive skills and unlock the hidden wisdom encoded within each synchronicity? Engage in intuitive inquiry. The next time you experience a meaningful coincidence, asking yourself, What is the deeper message here? What am I meant to learn from this? How can I apply this to my life? Meditate on the synchronicity, focusing on the object, event, or person involved, and allowing your intuition to guide you toward a deeper understanding. Journal about your insights, recording any thoughts, feelings, or images that arise, and then take appropriate action, following the guidance you receive to align with your soul's purpose. Now that you're fluent in the language of synchronicities and attuned to the whispers of your intuition, let's explore how to blend these powerful tools with your understanding of déjà vu to create a unified system for conscious timeline navigation and soul evolution. What if your déjà vu experiences, intuitive insights, and synchronistic encounters are not isolated events, but rather interconnected pieces of a larger puzzle, a cosmic roadmap designed to guide you toward your highest potential? What if combining these elements allows you to consciously steer your timeline, making choices that align with your soul's purpose and create a life filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment? Like a well-oiled machine, the combination is worth far more than each individual component, so let's see how to combine them. Think of a detective using clues, déjà vu, intuition, gut feelings, and evidence, synchronicities, to solve a complex case, piecing together seemingly disparate fragments of information to reveal the truth. Each piece of information contributes to the overall understanding, each insight illuminates the path forward, and each discovery brings them closer to their goal, working together to help bring justice. In much the same way, your déjà vu experiences, intuitive insights, and synchronicities can work together to help you navigate your timeline with greater awareness and intention. Let's explore how these elements work together to create a cohesive system for conscious timeline navigation. Déjà vu signals a potential timeline divergence, prompting you to pay attention to the present moment and evaluate your choices. Intuition helps you interpret the meaning of the déjà vu, providing guidance on which path to choose and which decisions to make. Synchronicities then confirm that you're moving in the right direction, offering validation and support as you navigate your timeline. Ready to integrate these powerful tools into your daily life and consciously steer your timeline toward your desired destination. Use this timeline navigation integration protocol. The next time you experience déjà vu, use the trigger response protocol to identify the key elements, pinpointing the trigger event and exploring its underlying meaning. Then, engage in intuitive inquiry to uncover the deeper message encoded within the déjà vu experience, trusting your intuition to guide you toward the most aligned path. Then, pay attention to any synchronicities that occur in the days and weeks that follow, recognizing them as validation signals from the universe. Finally, use this information to make conscious choices that align with your soul's purpose, steering your timeline toward a future filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. And now that you've integrated these powerful tools, let's consider the importance of making timeline navigation a daily experience, weaving it into the fabric of your everyday life. What if consciously navigating your timeline wasn't just an occasional exercise, but a daily practice, a consistent habit that keeps you aligned with your soul's purpose and allows you to create a life that truly reflects your authentic self? What if integrating timeline navigation into your daily routine allows you to effortlessly steer your destiny, transforming what feels like a predetermined script into a masterpiece of conscious creation? Think of daily brushing, flossing, and mouthwash, the consistent rituals that protect your teeth and gums from decay and disease. Done daily, these seemingly small acts lead to positive outcomes, a healthy smile and a confident demeanor. When skipped, it can lead to cavities, pain, and expensive procedures. In much the same way, a daily practice of timeline review can protect you from negative patterns and guide you toward a brighter future. let's explore the steps involved in creating a daily timeline review. Morning reflection. Start your day by reviewing your intentions, focusing on how you want to feel, how you want to act, and what energies you are open to receiving. Midday check-in. Pause to check in with your body and mind, noticing any subtle feelings, signs, or synchronicities that have arisen throughout the morning, and tuning into the whispers of your intuition. Evening review. At the end of the day, review any déjà vu experiences, synchronicities, or challenges that you experienced, reflecting on the triggers that sparked those experiences and planning accordingly for the days ahead. Ready to make timeline navigation a seamless part of your daily life. Design a template for your daily navigation guide, integrating all of the steps mentioned throughout this video, from identifying triggers to interpreting synchronicities to setting intentions, creating a personalized roadmap for conscious creation. Then, make an intention to commit to this practice, sticking to it even when life gets busy or challenging, knowing that consistency is the key to unlocking the full potential of timeline navigation. With this knowledge and these techniques, you're well equipped to begin your journey of conscious timeline navigation, steering your destiny toward a future filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. But we've only scratched the surface of what's possible. What if the power of timeline navigation extends far beyond personal transformation, offering the potential to reshape the destiny of humanity and co-create a more enlightened world? What we'll discover next is even more shocking: the connection between timeline shifts and the evolution of consciousness. What if déjà vu isn't just a fleeting moment of familiarity, but a powerful catalyst for profound soul awakening, a cosmic tap on the shoulder urging you to remember who you truly are and why you're here? What if each instance of déjà vu is not a glitch, but a carefully placed breadcrumb, designed to guide you back to your soul's intended path, unlocking dormant potentials and revealing hidden truths about your existence? It's far more than a neurological quirk. It's an invitation to remember. Think of a time when déjà vu struck you with such intensity that it prompted you to question your entire life path. Perhaps you were on the verge of accepting a job that seemed perfect on paper, only to be hit with an overwhelming sense of "I've been here before." A feeling so profound that it caused you to reevaluate your decision and ultimately choose a completely different direction. What was it about that moment that sparked such a significant shift? What have you learned about yourself since? It wasn't just a feeling, it was a turning point. Déjà vu has the power to jolt you out of your comfort zone, challenging your beliefs, values, and assumptions about yourself and the world around you. It acts as a wake-up call, disrupting the autopilot and forcing you to confront aspects of your life that may be misaligned with your soul's true purpose. This process can be uncomfortable, as it often requires you to confront limiting beliefs, release old patterns, and embrace new perspectives. Remember, discomfort is often a sign of growth, a signal that you're expanding beyond your self-imposed limitations. When discomfort arises, acknowledge it, explore its roots, and ask yourself what you're being called to release or embrace. It's your inner compass recalibrating, ready to embark on your own soul-awakening audit and unlock the transformative potential of déjà vu. First, reflect on significant déjà vu experiences in your life, noting the specific details, emotions, and circumstances surrounding each event. Second, identify any patterns or recurring themes that emerge, paying attention to people, places, or situations that trigger these feelings of familiarity. Third, ask yourself, what am I being called to awaken to? What limiting beliefs am I being asked to release? What potential am I being asked to embrace? Finally, record your insights and identify specific action steps you can take to align with your soul's purpose, whether it's pursuing a new passion, ending a toxic relationship, or embracing a long-dormant talent. Now, what's the first step you need to take? Knowing that déjà vu can act as a trigger for soul awakening, What specific processes can we use to navigate the complex emotions and insights that arise? What if seemingly conflicting déjà vu experiences, stemming from vastly different timelines, are actually opportunities for profound healing and integration? We are about to delve into the transformative practice of timeline reconciliation through mindful contemplation, drawing on the themes we've explored thus far to bring harmony to your inner world. Imagine experiencing intense joy and fulfillment in one déjà vu, a vivid memory of a life filled with love, success, and connection. But what if you then experience another déjà vu, equally powerful but filled with overwhelming sadness, regret, and loss? This can create a sense of inner tension, a feeling of being torn between two conflicting realities. How would it feel to reconcile those seemingly opposing experiences? Is it even possible to bridge such a divide? It's not just possible, it's essential for inner peace. Timeline reconciliation, achieved through mindful contemplation, is the process of harmonizing these conflicting experiences, integrating the lessons learned from each timeline, and fostering a sense of inner peace and wholeness. This process involves several key steps. First, acknowledge and validate. Acknowledge and validate the emotions associated with each timeline, allowing yourself to feel the joy, sadness, anger, or fear that arises without judgment or suppression, because suppressing the emotion stunts the reconciliation. Second, seek common ground. Identify common threads or lessons across timelines, looking for the underlying themes that connect these seemingly disparate experiences, because even in apparent opposites, there is unity. Third, integrate and forgive. Integrate the experiences and forgive yourself and others for any perceived mistakes or transgressions, recognizing that everyone is doing the best they can with the knowledge and resources available to them, because forgiveness is the key to liberation. Fourth, focus on the present. Anchor yourself in the present moment, recognizing that all timelines have led you to where you are now, and that you have the power to create a different future. The past doesn't define you, it refines you. Ready to embark on a timeline harmony meditation and reconcile conflicting déjà vu experiences. First, visualize the conflicting timelines side by side, imagining them as parallel streams of experience. Second, acknowledge the emotions associated with each timeline, allowing yourself to fully feel the joy, sadness, or anger that arises. Third, imagine a bridge connecting the timelines, a pathway for integrating the lessons and releasing any resistance. Fourth, walk across the bridge, one step at a time, integrating the wisdom and releasing any lingering pain or regret. Finally, see what you can do to bring those disparate timelines together, creating a unified and harmonious present. Knowing how to reconcile conflicting timeline experiences. What if certain déjà vu experiences persist, recurring even after you've engaged in mindful contemplation and emotional integration? What if these persistent timeline echoes are not random occurrences, but rather specific calls to action, urgent messages from your soul guiding you toward completing your mission and realizing your highest potential? The goal isn't just to remember, it's to act. Imagine continually experiencing déjà vu in a specific city, a place you've never physically visited but which feels strangely familiar. You've explored its history and culture, delved into its local customs, and even connected with people who live there, yet the déjà vu persists, a nagging feeling that there's something more, something you're missing. What could be the underlying reason for these recurring visions? Is there a specific task you're meant to undertake, a connection you're meant to forge, or a lesson you're meant to learn in that particular location? Is there something there for you? Deciphering these persistent echoes requires a deeper level of inquiry, a willingness to go beyond surface-level interpretations and tap into the intuitive wisdom of your soul. This involves several key steps. First, journaling. Record the details of each déjà vu experience, noting the specific emotions, people, places, and events that stand out. Second, pattern recognition. Identify recurring themes or patterns across multiple experiences, looking for common threads that connect these seemingly disparate events. Third, intuitive inquiry. Ask yourself, what am I being called to do? What action am I avoiding? What lesson am I resisting? Fourth, guidance. Research experts and teachers to understand any potential messages and to determine whether or not outside help is necessary. Ready to implement the Echo Decoder protocol and unlock the hidden messages within your persistent déjà vu experiences. The next time you experience déjà vu, review your journal entries, paying close attention to the details and emotions that arise. Identify any recurring themes or patterns, and ask yourself what these elements might symbolize or represent. Engage in a period of focused reflection and meditation, quieting your mind and allowing your intuition to guide you toward a deeper understanding. Finally, take inspired action based on your insights, following the guidance of your soul and trusting that you're being led toward your highest potential. By acting on these signals, we can take the next step towards soul-level growth. But what if some of your déjà vu experiences aren't even your own, but rather echoes of the past reverberating through your ancestral lineage? What if the memories, traumas, and triumphs of your ancestors are encoded within your DNA, influencing your present-day experiences and shaping your timeline navigation? We will now explore unlocking the past to understand how to use ancestral memories for current timeline navigation. Think about inherited family talents or tendencies, those skills, traits, or patterns of behavior that seem to run in your bloodline. Perhaps you have a natural aptitude for music, a gift that has been passed down through generations of your family. Or maybe you find yourself repeating certain relationship patterns, mirroring the experiences of your parents or grandparents. Do you ever wonder why you're drawn to certain things, even if they don't seem to logically fit your current life path? How does that relate to your family tree? Ancestral memories can profoundly influence your timeline navigation in several ways. Karmic patterns. Recurring challenges or difficulties in your family line may be playing out in your life, presenting you with opportunities to heal and resolve these long-standing patterns. Untapped potential. You may possess hidden talents and abilities passed down through generations, waiting to be awakened and expressed. Lineage wisdom. Your ancestors may have faced similar challenges to those you're currently experiencing, and their experiences can offer valuable guidance and insight. Opportunities. You may be presented with new opportunities to move forward in life that your ancestors were not given the chance to experience, giving you a unique ability to heal your family line. Ready to embark on your own ancestral exploration and unlock the wisdom encoded within your lineage? First, research your family history, delving into genealogy databases, historical records, and family archives. Second, talk to older relatives and gather stories about your ancestors, listening to their experiences and paying attention to any recurring themes or patterns. Third, identify any recurring patterns, challenges, or talents that seem to run in your family line, and consider how these ancestral memories may be influencing your current timeline. Now, what is the first thing you need to investigate? By unlocking those memories, we can also learn more about our family and the world around us. But what if the power of timeline navigation extends far beyond personal and ancestral healing, offering the potential to reshape the very fabric of reality and co-create a more enlightened world for all of humanity? What if our individual timeline choices ripple outward, influencing the collective consciousness and shaping the future of our planet? Now, let's shift gears to the grand tapestry, envisioning the future of timeline navigation as a shared human journey. What if your expectations aren't just passive hopes, but active blueprints, shaping the very reality of your déjà vu experiences and thus your timeline navigation. What if what you believe to be true acts as a soul-level filter, coloring the messages you receive and guiding you down specific paths, not necessarily the most aligned ones? The power of expectation is one of the most underestimated forces in the universe. Consider the power of prayer, regardless of your specific religious beliefs. Countless studies have demonstrated that individuals who are prayed for, even without their knowledge, often experience better health outcomes than those who are not. What if this isn't just divine intervention, but a manifestation of the collective expectation of healing, a ripple effect of focused intention that alters the probabilities of recovery? Have you ever felt an inexplicable sense of well-being simply because you knew someone was thinking of you? It's more than just coincidence. It's quantum entanglement in action. The expectation effect, as it's known in scientific circles, is far more profound than simple positive thinking. It's a fundamental principle that governs the very fabric of reality. Quantum entanglement suggests that your thoughts and beliefs are inextricably linked to the universe, influencing potential outcomes at a subatomic level. Mind-matter interaction further reveals that your consciousness has the power to shape physical reality, creating experiences that align with your deepest expectations. Subconscious programming, the sum total of your past experiences, beliefs, and conditioning, acts as a lens through which you perceive the world, constantly reinforcing your existing expectations unless you consciously reprogram it. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, where your beliefs create your reality, both consciously and unconsciously. So how do you rewrite that program? Ready to harness the transformative power of expectation setting and consciously shape your déjà vu experiences? First, before engaging in timeline navigation, take a moment to consciously set your intention for the experience. What specific guidance are you seeking? What outcome are you hoping to achieve? Second, visualize yourself receiving clear and meaningful messages from your soul, imagining the insights and wisdom that will be revealed. Third, affirm that you are open to receiving messages that support your highest good, trusting that you are being guided toward your true path. Fourth, and most importantly, be prepared to act in accordance with that guidance, even if it challenges your current beliefs or requires you to step outside your comfort zone. Now that we have a better handle on shifting our mindsets and harnessing the power of expectation, we can work on the next step, becoming a conscious observer, unlocking a new dimension of awareness. What if conscious observation wasn't just about seeing the world around you, but about actively decoding the hidden language of the universe, recognizing patterns and details that hold the key to unlocking your timeline navigation abilities? What if the ability to discern subtle clues and synchronicities was the missing link, the secret ingredient that allows you to consciously steer your life towards your desired destination? It's about more than just looking. It's about seeing. Think of the art of tracking animals in the wild. A skilled tracker doesn't just see footprints. They observe the subtle variations in the soil, the direction of broken twigs, the faint scent of the animal in the air. They piece together these seemingly insignificant details to create a complete picture of the animal's movements and behavior. What if you could apply this same level of attention and discernment to your own life, tracking the subtle signs and synchronicities that guide you toward your soul's purpose? What if the universe is constantly leaving you breadcrumbs, waiting for you to notice them? Conscious observation is far more than just passively taking in information. It's an active and deliberate process of engaging your senses fully, paying attention to details that you might normally overlook. It involves cultivating mindful awareness, observing your thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment, allowing you to become a neutral witness to your own experience. It requires developing pattern recognition skills, looking for recurring themes, symbols, or synchronicities that point to deeper meanings and connections. It demands trusting your intuition, allowing your inner wisdom to guide you toward the deeper meaning and significance of your observations. It's about developing a heightened sense of awareness, both internally and externally, and using that awareness to navigate the complexities of life. So, how do you sharpen your senses? Ready to enhance your observation skills and unlock the hidden messages within your environment? First, visit a coffee shop and note the colors, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures that surround you. What do these elements tell you about the people, the neighborhood, or the business itself? Second, repeat this activity in different locations, such as a park, a library, or a museum, and note any differences in the sensory details. What do these differences reveal about the unique energy and atmosphere of each place? Third, pay attention to the people you encounter, observing their body language, facial expressions, and interactions with others. What can you learn about their emotions, intentions, and personalities simply by observing their behavior? As you get better at observing details and decoding the hidden language of the universe, we can take that knowledge and apply it to a bigger picture, understanding the necessity of surrendering to the unexpected. What if the greatest paradox of timeline navigation was that true control comes not from force or manipulation, but from surrender, from releasing your grip on specific outcomes and trusting in the infinite wisdom of the universe? What if clinging too tightly to your desired destination actually prevents you from reaching it, while surrendering to the unexpected opens doors you never even knew existed? It's about letting go to gain control. Imagine someone trying to force a door open when it's locked, applying brute force and straining against the resistance. The harder they push, the more resistance they encounter, and the more frustrated they become. But what if they simply tried the handle, only to find that it opens easily, revealing a pathway they never expected? What if the universe is constantly presenting you with open doors, but you're too busy trying to force your way through the locked ones? What actions do you take that are pushing too hard instead of finding the open handle? The paradox of control lies in the understanding that clinging to specific outcomes creates resistance, blocking the flow of energy and preventing you from aligning with your soul's purpose. Surrendering to the unexpected allows you to align with the natural flow of the universe, trusting that everything is happening for a reason, even if you don't understand it in the moment. This requires cultivating a deep sense of trust, believing that you are being guided toward your highest good, even when faced with challenges or setbacks. This trust allows you to embrace the present moment, releasing your attachment to the past and your anxiety about the future, and fully experiencing the richness and beauty of life as it unfolds. It's about embracing the unknown, knowing that the universe has your back. But how do you truly surrender? Ready to put this into practice? Surrender practice. Identify an area in your life where you're struggling to control the outcome, whether it's a relationship, a career goal, or a personal habit. Acknowledge your desire to control the situation, and then consciously release your attachment to that outcome, trusting that everything will unfold as it's meant to. Focus on enjoying the process rather than fixating on the result, finding joy in the journey itself. When you feel the urge to take control, take a deep breath and remind yourself that you are safe and supported, even in the face of uncertainty. This is how you step into the flow of life. Now that we have learned how to surrender control, let's expand this understanding to focus on the power of acceptance, even when you don't understand the present circumstances, offering a powerful tool for shifting from present reality to another. What if the very concept of a single, fixed reality was nothing more than a limiting belief, a self-imposed prison that prevents you from accessing the infinite possibilities of the multiverse? What if accepting the existence of infinite alternate realities was the key to unlocking your full potential, allowing you to navigate timelines with grace, ease, and unwavering faith? The universe is far bigger than they want you to believe. Think of déjà vu itself. How can one memory exist more than once, in different places and times? What if this seemingly inexplicable phenomenon is actually a glimpse into the vast tapestry of alternate timelines and realities? A fleeting moment where the veil between worlds thins and you catch a glimpse of a different version of your own life? What if your soul is constantly navigating multiple timelines simultaneously, learning, growing, and evolving through countless experiences? If that can happen, what is truly possible? This understanding that you are not limited to a single reality or body, but are an infinite and eternal aspect of your soul, can be a powerful tool for timeline navigation. It allows you to detach from the perceived limitations of your current circumstances, recognizing that you have access to infinite potential and opportunity. It fosters a sense of comfort and ease, knowing that everything is interconnected and that you are never truly alone. It empowers you to embrace change and uncertainty, trusting that every ending is simply a new beginning, a doorway to a different timeline filled with unique possibilities. It's about expanding your consciousness and realizing your true nature as a multidimensional being. What are the blocks that stand in your way, ready to begin to break free from the limitations of a fixed mindset? Repeat a mantra throughout your day, such as, "I am an unlimited being in an unlimited universe. I allow and accept the changes to come, knowing that they are leading me toward my highest good." Engage in daily meditation, quieting your mind and opening yourself up to the infinite possibilities of the universe. Research experts in quantum physics, metaphysics, and spirituality, expanding your understanding of the nature of reality. Practice non-judgment, accepting yourself and others unconditionally, recognizing that everyone is on their own unique journey. With this understanding, it may become easier to view yourself as a multidimensional being, capable of navigating infinite timelines, which we will discuss next. What if you've been living with blinders on, only seeing a fraction of who you truly are, an infinite being expressing itself in this one limited form? What if, beyond your physical body and personality, lies a vast, multidimensional self that exists across countless timelines, simultaneously experiencing different realities? This isn't some New Age fantasy. It's the key to understanding your déjà vu experiences and consciously navigating your soul's journey. You are not merely a person living a life. You are a soul wearing a body, exploring the endless possibilities of existence. Think of a radio receiver. It can only pick up one station clearly at a time, drowning out the rest, but all the stations are still there, broadcasting simultaneously. Is that particular song only being played in this one moment? Just as the radio can tune into different frequencies, your consciousness can access different dimensions and timelines. Your current life is just one station you're tuned into, but your soul is capable of experiencing countless others. The question is, how do you broaden your bandwidth? This concept of multidimensional existence has profound implications. First, your soul is far bigger than this single body or identity, encompassing all your past lives, future potentials, and parallel selves. It's not bound by the limitations of time and space. Second, your past lives aren't just stories from a distant past. They actively influence your present. Unresolved traumas, karmic debts, and unfulfilled potentials can all manifest as patterns, challenges, or opportunities in your current life. Third, accessing other timelines is not just science fiction. It's a natural ability that you can cultivate. By expanding your consciousness, clearing your limiting beliefs, and aligning with your soul's purpose, you can consciously shift your awareness to different realities, choosing experiences that resonate with your highest potential. Finally, Empowerment is inherent through conscious choices. You are not a victim of fate. You are the co-creator of your reality, capable of shaping your destiny through conscious thought, intention, and action. Ready to embark on an inner exploration exercise to connect with your multidimensional self. Carve out a peaceful space where you won't be disturbed, lie down comfortably, and close your eyes. Focus on your breathing, feeling the rise and fall of your chest or abdomen, and allow your body to relax completely. Explore your body and how it feels, releasing any tension or resistance. Then ask yourself these powerful questions. Who am I? What do I truly want? What am I doing here? Listen for the answers that arise from within, trusting your intuition and allowing your soul to guide you. Now that we have a handle on what it is to be a multidimensional being, let's explore the concept that time isn't fixed, but rather, it's subjective. What if time, as you understand it, isn't a fixed, linear progression, but a fluid, malleable substance that bends to your perception and intention? What if the past isn't a set of immutable events, and the future isn't a predetermined destiny, but rather, a tapestry of possibilities waiting to be woven? Understanding this allows you to bend your reality, influencing timelines and accelerating your soul's growth. The past may not have happened, and the future isn't set in stone. Have you ever experienced time speeding up when you're having fun or slowing down when you're bored? Think of a time you were bored, perhaps stuck in a tedious meeting or waiting in a long line. Notice how each minute felt like an eternity, stretching out endlessly before you. Now contrast that with a time when you were on a date with someone you deeply connected with, or engaged in a thrilling activity that captured your full attention. Did time fly by, leaving you wondering where the hours went? This difference is more than just a trick of the mind. It's evidence that time is subjective. The subjective nature of time reveals some hidden truths. First, your emotions directly influence your perception of time. Joy, excitement, and flow states can accelerate your experience of time, while boredom, fear, and anxiety can slow it down. Second, focused intention alters the flow of time. When you're deeply engaged in a task or activity, you can enter a state of flow, where time seems to disappear altogether. Third, trauma creates time loops. Unresolved traumas can trap you in repetitive patterns of thought, emotion, and behavior, causing you to relive painful experiences over and over again. This is why some people say that time heals all wounds. Fourth, your beliefs create your time reality. If you believe that time is a scarce resource, you'll likely experience a sense of urgency, stress, and lack of time. Ready to conduct a time-bending experiment and consciously shift your perception of time? First, list an activity that typically feels boring or slow, such as doing chores, waiting in line, or attending a meeting. Second, before engaging in the activity, consciously shift your intention to find something interesting or enjoyable about it, even if it seems impossible. Look for small details you might normally overlook, appreciate the opportunity to be present, or challenge yourself to find a new perspective. Third, notice if your perception of time shifts. Does the activity feel less tedious? Does time seem to pass more quickly? As you work on this experiment, it's important to remember that, just like a muscle, you must work it out for it to get stronger. You now know that it's possible to change your perceptions to match your intentions. But here's what most people miss. You can learn to slow down time by being intentional about your daily routines and focusing all of your attention on the most minute details. Next, let's explore accessing the Akashic Records. What if there was a universal library containing the complete history of your soul's journey, a vast repository of knowledge and wisdom spanning all timelines and lifetimes? What if you could access this library at any time, gaining profound insights into your past, present, and future? The Akashic Records hold the complete history of your soul's journey across all timelines. Tapping into these records provides information from start to finish. The Akashic Records are referred to in many religions and cultures as the ultimate book, the book of life, the cosmic record, a compilation of the universe since the dawn of time. These texts are said to contain every thought, emotion, action, and experience that has ever occurred and will ever occur in the universe, including the journeys of every soul across all lifetimes. Wouldn't you want to know what yours looks like? Different methods exist for accessing the Akashic Records. The first is meditation. Through deep meditation, you can quiet your mind, open your heart, and connect with the higher realms of consciousness, accessing the wisdom and guidance stored within the Akashic Records. The second is past life regression. Working with a qualified past life regression therapist, you can journey back to previous lifetimes, uncovering hidden memories, resolving karmic debts, and gaining a deeper understanding of your soul's purpose. The third way is to work with a qualified reader. There are many skilled Akashic Records readers who can access the records on your behalf, providing insights, guidance, and healing. Ready to begin Akashic Records preparation and connect with the library of your soul? Start by finding a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Meditate to clear your mind, quieting the constant chatter and opening yourself up to divine guidance. Then, ask to visit the Akashic Records, stating your intention clearly and confidently. State your question out loud, focusing on a specific area of your life where you're seeking clarity or guidance. Write down any visions, sensations, or information that you receive, even if it seems insignificant or nonsensical at first. Repeat this process often to get comfortable connecting to that part of yourself and to unlock the amazing messages within you. Now that we know how to tap into the book of our soul, let's dive into a technique that helps to bring this together: timeline jumping. What if you could consciously choose the reality you want to experience, shifting your awareness to a different timeline where your dreams have already come true? What if you could literally jump from one version of your life to another, aligning with the most fulfilling and aligned path for your soul? Timeline jumping is the conscious act of shifting your awareness to a different timeline, aligning with a desired reality. What you focus on expands. Quantum physics suggests that reality is not fixed, but rather exists as a probability field, a vast ocean of infinite possibilities with a multiverse of realities. Your conscious awareness collapses that field into a specific outcome, and this is true with timelines. Just as an electron exists in multiple states simultaneously until observed, timelines exist as potential realities until you consciously choose to experience one. The shocking truth is, if you aren't happy with your current timeline, you have the ability to jump into another timeline. Various methods exist for timeline jumping. First, visualization. By vividly imagining your desired reality, you create a strong, energetic blueprint that attracts that timeline to you. Second, affirmations. By declaring your desired reality as already true, you shift your vibrational frequency to align with that timeline. Third, emotional alignment. By embodying the feelings you would experience in your desired reality, you activate the law of attraction, drawing that timeline to you like a magnet. Ready to take your destiny into your own hands? Begin a reality activation session. Set specific intentions for the timeline you want to jump to, clarifying what you want to experience and what you want to achieve. What does that future you look like? Visualize the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures of that timeline, creating a vivid and immersive sensory experience. Embody the emotions you would feel in that reality: joy, gratitude, excitement, allowing yourself to feel the feelings as if they are already your reality. Take action in your current reality that aligns with your desired timeline, making choices that support your goals and values. What specific step can you take today to move you closer to that timeline? We now know how to design the life that is in alignment with your goals, but we're just scratching the surface. Next, let's work toward the grand picture. We'll shift gears to discuss the power of collective intention in shaping global timelines. What if the reality you experience is not just a product of your individual thoughts and beliefs, but a reflection of the collective consciousness of humanity? What if the dominant beliefs, fears, and intentions of billions of people are shaping the timelines we all inhabit? Understanding this dynamic is key to consciously contributing to a more positive future for yourself and for all. If enough individuals direct their attention, will, and energy towards a shared vision, they have the potential to create a new, shared reality. Consider the major historical shifts that have reshaped societies throughout history, like the Civil Rights Movement or the fall of the Berlin Wall. Think about how these changes occurred because enough people believed in a different reality, a reality where equality and freedom prevailed and acted collectively to bring it into being. Remember the power of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech, how it galvanized a nation and inspired a generation to fight for justice. Or consider the peaceful protests that led to the dismantling of the Soviet Union, how ordinary citizens united to demand a better future. These are powerful examples of how collective belief can alter the course of history. Here's how this works on a deeper level. The law of attraction doesn't just operate on an individual scale. It also functions collectively, attracting timelines that align with the dominant beliefs of humanity. Media narratives and cultural norms play a significant role in shaping this collective consciousness, influencing the timelines we collectively experience. Conscious activism, positive intentions, and acts of kindness can subtly shift these collective beliefs, paving the way for a more positive future. But here's what they don't want you to realize. Many narratives are created to keep you in lower vibrational states, such as fear and anger. You must recognize what timelines get the most attention and visibility, and analyze whether they truly serve humanity's highest good, or if they simply reinforce existing power structures. Ready to activate your role in shaping a positive collective future? Let's begin with a collective intention activation. First, join a group or community focused on creating a positive future. This could be an online forum, a local activist group, or a spiritual community. Second, participate in collective meditations or visualizations, focusing on a shared vision of a better world. Third, support organizations and initiatives that align with your values, whether through donations, volunteering, or spreading awareness. Fourth, and most importantly, spread positive messages and inspire others to believe in a better world, sharing stories of hope, resilience, and transformation. But it's important to remember that not every group or movement necessarily has the highest intentions at heart. This leads us to our next point: discerning truth from misinformation in a world of shifting realities, because not every experience is valid, and not every teacher is who they seem. What if the very fabric of reality is being manipulated, with misinformation and deception woven into the timelines we experience? What if the ability to discern truth from lies is not just a matter of intellectual skill, but a crucial survival mechanism in a world of shifting realities? The ability to discern truth from misinformation is critical when navigating timelines, particularly when timelines shift unexpectedly. Consider the prevalence of fake news and propaganda in today's world, how easily false narratives can spread online and influence public opinion. Think about a time when you were presented with information that seemed credible at first, but later turned out to be false or misleading. Perhaps it was a sensational headline that lacked context, a viral meme with a hidden agenda, or a news story that was later retracted. These experiences highlight the importance of developing critical thinking skills and questioning everything, even information that resonates with your existing beliefs. Here's the key to navigating this complex landscape: Develop your critical thinking skills and question everything, even information that resonates with you. Trust your intuition. If something feels off, it probably is. Seek diverse perspectives and don't rely on a single source of information. Be wary of emotional manipulation, as fear and anger can cloud your judgment. Always consider the source and ask yourself, is it credible, and what is their agenda? The shocking truth is that many sources that seem credible are compromised and influenced. The most important thing to know is, you must learn to think for yourself, ready to conduct an information audit to strengthen your ability to discern truth from falsehood. First, examine the sources you consistently look to for information, whether it's news websites, social media accounts, or podcasts. Second, ask yourself, what are the sources' potential biases? Are they funded by a particular organization or political group? Do they have a history of promoting certain narratives? Third, trace their information back to the original source. Where do they get their information, and is it reliable? Are they citing credible evidence, or are they relying on speculation and hearsay? The more you consider and discern, the more you're able to tap into your best asset, your authenticity. Let's shift into how authenticity and alignment serve as a compass to navigate timelines. What if the key to navigating the ever-shifting timelines is not to chase external validation or conform to societal expectations, but to live authentically, in alignment with your values and soul's purpose? What if your inner compass is the most reliable guide in a world of uncertainty? Authenticity, living in alignment with your values and soul purpose, serves as an inner compass guiding you toward the most fulfilling timelines, no matter the external circumstances. Consider someone who consistently makes choices based on external validation, seeking approval from others rather than following their own inner guidance. Perhaps they pursue a career that their parents approve of, even though it doesn't fulfill them. Maybe they stay in a relationship that doesn't serve them because they're afraid of being alone. Or perhaps they constantly try to impress others, sacrificing their own values and needs in the process. They always seem unfulfilled. This is a cautionary tale. Here's why authenticity is so crucial. Living authentically raises your vibration, attracting timelines that resonate with your true self. Authenticity allows you to make choices that align with your soul's purpose, leading to greater fulfillment and meaning. Authenticity creates a ripple effect, inspiring others to live more authentically as well. But remember, inauthenticity causes disruption and disquiet, as you're not traveling the path you should be, leading to dissatisfaction. Ready to conduct an authenticity check-in to realign with your inner compass. Throughout the day, pause and ask yourself, am I being true to myself in this moment? Identify any areas where you're compromising your values or needs, whether it's in your relationships, your work, or your personal life. Make a conscious choice to align with your authentic self, even if it means making difficult decisions or facing uncomfortable truths. You may be surprised by how good this simple practice makes you feel. Maintaining authenticity requires a strong sense of self and a supportive community. This leads us to our next exploration, building supportive communities for timeline exploration. What if the journey of navigating timelines and understanding déjà vu is not meant to be a solitary one, but a collaborative exploration with like-minded individuals? What if connecting with others who share your curiosity and values can amplify your ability to navigate the shifting realities and create a more positive future? Connecting with like-minded individuals creates a supportive community, amplifying your ability to navigate timelines, share insights, and co-create a more positive future. Recall a time when you felt supported by a community of people who shared your values and beliefs, perhaps a group of friends, a spiritual community, or a professional network. How did their support influence your choices and outcomes? Did they provide encouragement, validation, or new perspectives that helped you overcome challenges and achieve your goals? Did they challenge you to grow and expand your horizons? Their support most likely influenced your choices and outcomes. Here's why supportive communities are so important. They provide a sense of belonging and validation, reminding you that you're not alone on this journey. They offer a space to share experiences, insights, and tools for timeline navigation, learning from each other's successes and challenges. They amplify your intentions and create a stronger attractor field for positive outcomes, leveraging the power of collective consciousness. They are critical to navigate the chaos and noise of our increasingly isolated, atomized world. Ready to begin community cultivation and connect with like-minded individuals? First, identify a community that aligns with your interests and values, whether it's online or in person. Second, attend meetings, participate in discussions, and offer your support to other members, sharing your knowledge and experiences. Third, if you can't find a community that meets your needs, consider creating your own, inviting others who share your interests to join you. Finally, reach out to others with similar interests, initiating conversations and building connections. You have made a commitment to yourself and others, but in order to act, you must have self-trust. In our conclusion, we will state the necessity of self-trust and intuition, which provide a foundation for all of these actions. What if the key to unlocking your soul's purpose and navigating the ever-shifting timelines lies not in external guidance or validation, but in trusting your own inner wisdom? What if self-trust and intuition are the ultimate navigation tools, ensuring you stay aligned with your destined path, even amidst the complexities of timeline navigation? All of the prior actions help strengthen this muscle, but it needs to be used to have strength. Think back to a time when you followed your gut feeling, despite external pressures or doubts from others, and it led to a positive outcome. Maybe you took a leap of faith in your career, pursued a creative passion, or ended a relationship that no longer served you. Even if the result wasn't exactly what you expected, did you learn something valuable that ultimately benefited you? Think about that time that you felt compelled to take a different route to work, only to later find out that you avoided a major accident by doing so. That was your intuition guiding you, even if you didn't realize it at the time. Self-trust empowers you to make authentic choices that are truly aligned with your values and soul's purpose, rather than conforming to societal expectations or seeking external approval. Intuition provides access to a source of inner guidance that bypasses the limitations of the logical mind, allowing you to tap into a deeper level of knowing. Together, self-trust and intuition create an unshakable foundation for navigating life's challenges and making decisions that are in your highest good. When you truly trust yourself, all of the other steps we've discussed, discerning truth, building community, living authentically, become easier and more fruitful, leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. That's because self-trust creates positive momentum. It helps to confirm your actions, which increases the likelihood that you'll make the right decisions in the future. Ready to start building that self-trust muscle? Let's try a simple exercise called trust building. First, start small by making a choice that you know is in your highest benefit, even if it seems insignificant. This could be anything from choosing a healthy meal to setting a boundary with a demanding friend. Second, act with certainty, knowing that you've made the right choice for yourself, and trusting that everything will unfold as it should, even if you can't see the outcome yet. This is about cultivating a sense of inner confidence and allowing yourself to be guided by your own wisdom. Okay, you now have the knowledge to trust yourself and strengthen that inner knowing. But what if trusting yourself means facing aspects of yourself that you'd rather ignore? Let's shift gears now and address integrating your shadow self to transform timeline navigation. What if integrating your shadow self, the disowned, repressed, and often unconscious aspects of your personality is not a sign of weakness, but a powerful key to unlocking hidden potential and transforming your ability to navigate timelines with authenticity and power. What if embracing your dark side is not about succumbing to negativity, but about gaining a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you? Everyone has a dark side, and pretending it's not there can be dangerous, leading to projection, denial, and ultimately self-sabotage. Think of complex and compelling characters in literature, film, or television who possess both admirable qualities and significant flaws. What is it that makes them so interesting and relatable? What can we learn from seeing their struggles, their contradictions, and their capacity for both good and evil? Think of Walter White from Breaking Bad, or Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. These characters are fascinating because they embody the duality of human nature, and their flaws often drive the most compelling aspects of their stories. You may find yourself relating to them, because we see those dark aspects within ourselves. Shadow integration brings awareness to unconscious patterns, beliefs, and behaviors that may be sabotaging your efforts to navigate timelines consciously. It allows you to embrace your full potential, both light and dark, leading to greater self-acceptance, authenticity, and wholeness. Acknowledging and integrating your shadow helps you to avoid projecting it onto others, preventing you from judging them harshly or becoming entangled in unnecessary conflict. The thing that they don't want you to know is that your shadow self is actually a reservoir of untapped energy and creativity. By integrating it, you can access new levels of power and potential. Ready to begin your own shadow work journey? Let's try some shadow work prompts. First, identify one thing about another person that makes you feel intensely angry, uncomfortable, or judgmental. What is a behavior, trait, or belief that you despise and condemn? Now ask yourself, could this be a reflection of a disowned part of myself? Second, meditate on what that means, exploring the possibility that the very thing that triggers you in others may be a part of you that you have been unwilling to acknowledge or accept. It might be an uncomfortable truth, but it's often the key to unlocking a deeper level of self-understanding and compassion. The integration of the shadow self can feel like an intense experience. How can we cope with such strong emotions? Let's examine the necessity of strategic detachment, because holding on too tightly will cause harm. What if the key to navigating the complexities of timeline shifts isn't about grasping control or forcing a particular outcome, but about cultivating a state of strategic detachment, releasing your grip on specific timelines, expectations, or desires, allowing you to transcend limitations and navigate towards higher, more fulfilling paths? What if letting go is the most powerful act you can take? Releasing and detaching might be the kindest thing you can do for yourself, freeing you from unnecessary suffering and opening you up to new possibilities. Think of a hot air balloon rising above the earth. In order to gain altitude and reach new heights, the ropes holding it to the ground need to be cut, releasing it from its moorings and allowing it to ascend freely. Those ropes represent your attachments to specific outcomes, your fears of the unknown, and your need for control. Just as the balloon must detach from the ground to soar, you too must release your grip on limiting beliefs and expectations in order to navigate towards higher timelines. Remember, detaching is not the same as giving up. It's not a surrender. It's a strategic realignment. Detachment creates space for new possibilities to emerge, allowing the universe to orchestrate events in ways that you couldn't possibly have imagined. It frees you from the limitations of your current beliefs and assumptions, opening you up to new perspectives and opportunities. Strategic detachment allows you to align with the natural flow of the universe, leading to greater ease, grace, and fulfillment. The secret that they don't want you to know is that by detaching from specific timelines, you actually increase your ability to manifest your desires in a more authentic and aligned way. This is because detachment allows you to release resistance and trust in the universe's ability to deliver what is truly best for you. Ready to begin practicing strategic detachment? Let's try these detachment practices. First, review any areas of your life where you feel the need to control a situation, whether it's your relationships, your finances, or your career. Ask yourself, what would happen if I just released it, trusting that everything will unfold as it should? Second, write down the worst-case scenario that you're afraid of, and then create a plan for how you would cope with it. This can help to alleviate your fears and make it easier to let go of your need for control. Remember, they want you to stay attached to what you're supposed to want, and by detaching from that social programming, you are one step closer to true power. Detachment is a helpful tool, but even with these practices, we may feel slightly off-kilter from timeline shifts. Let's examine the subject of recalibrating your mind and body after experiencing a timeline shift. What if experiencing a noticeable timeline shift is akin to traveling to a different country with a drastically different culture, requiring a period of recalibration and adjustment to fully integrate into your new surroundings? What if taking the time to adjust your mindset, reevaluate your goals, and reconnect with your intuition is essential for ensuring continued alignment and thriving in your new reality? Shifting between timelines can be disorienting. It requires an adjustment period, similar to overcoming jet lag after a long flight. When people relocate to a new city or country, they typically need time to acclimate to the new environment, culture, and social norms. They may experience culture shock, feelings of disorientation, and a sense of being out of sync with their surroundings. It takes time to adjust to new routines, build new relationships, and find their footing in this unfamiliar context. Timeline shifts can create a similar experience, leaving you feeling like you've landed in a slightly different version of reality, one that requires recalibration. It can feel like you're walking through a funhouse. You can see and recognize things, but they are slightly askew and not quite how you remember them. After experiencing a noticeable timeline shift, it's crucial to acknowledge and validate the experience, rather than pretending that nothing has happened. Denying the shift can lead to feelings of confusion, disorientation, and a sense of being out of touch with reality. Next, reevaluate your goals, asking yourself whether they still align with your desires and values in this new timeline. Finally, trust your intuition, allowing your inner guidance to lead you towards the best decisions and opportunities in this new reality. Remember, your intuition is your compass, guiding you towards your highest path, even when the landscape has changed. Ready to begin recalibrating after a timeline shift? Let's try these recalibration actions. First, give yourself a break, allowing yourself time to rest, reflect, and integrate the changes you've experienced. Second, engage in practices that help you reconnect with yourself and your intuition, such as journaling, meditation, spending time in nature, or connecting with loved ones. This will help you regain your bearings and navigate this new reality with clarity and purpose. You now know how to recalibrate, but how do you know what's really working? We'll shift into tracking the progress by looking for objective data. What if the subjective feelings, intuitions, and fleeting impressions need to be supported by external validation? What if concrete results serve as the clearest indicators that you're successfully navigating your desired timeline and creating the reality you intend? Track progress not only by analyzing your thoughts, feelings, and actions, but by seeking concrete, verifiable data that confirms you're on the right path for achieving your desired outcomes. Think of embarking on a new diet or fitness regime. Do you rely solely on how you feel to gauge your progress, or do you objectively step on a scale, measure your waist size, and track your food intake? While subjective feelings are important, Objective data provides a more accurate and reliable measure of your success. The same principle applies to timeline navigation. If you want to manifest a specific outcome, such as a new job, a loving relationship, or financial abundance, you need to track your progress by looking for concrete results in the external world. Otherwise, you are just walking in circles and never reaching your goals. If your goal is to earn a specific amount of money, then track your income and expenses and see the numbers increase over time. If your goal is to lose weight, then measure your weight, body fat percentage, and waist size and monitor your progress regularly. The key is to set clear intentions, take consistent action, and then track the results, using objective data to validate your progress and stay on track. The system teaches you to follow emotions and feelings, but feelings can be deceiving. Ready to begin tracking your progress and validating your timeline navigation efforts? Let's try this data analysis exercise. First, list your major life goals, whether they relate to your career, relationships, finances, health, or personal growth. Then, identify specific, measurable indicators that will allow you to track your progress towards each goal. Finally, track the data frequently, monitoring your progress regularly to spot trends, identify areas where you're succeeding, and make adjustments as needed to stay on track. Let's explore the interconnection between the timelines and the impact of your decisions on the future, because your actions impact all of humanity. What if every choice you make, every action you take, and every intention you set has a ripple effect that extends far beyond your own life, influencing the collective consciousness of humanity and shaping the future timelines that we all inhabit? What if remembering the interconnectedness of all things is essential for making ethical choices and creating a more positive future for everyone? It's important to remember that all of our actions affect not only the people in our immediate lives, but countless others in ways that we may never know. So it's important to keep that in mind, in order to create good intentions and ultimately create better outcomes. Think of the butterfly effect, the concept that a small, seemingly insignificant action can have a cascading effect that leads to dramatic and unforeseen consequences. A butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil could, theoretically, set off a chain of events that leads to a tornado in Texas. Similarly, your thoughts, words, and actions have a far-reaching impact on the world around you, influencing the collective consciousness and shaping the timelines that we all experience. They don't want you to know that positive action can lead to widespread change. Everything is interconnected, like a vast web, with each thread representing a person, a place, or a thing. There is no such thing as an isolated action or decision. Everything is linked and interdependent. The world is constantly changing, and it's crucial to choose actions that will benefit everyone, not just yourself. By embracing a sense of interconnectedness, you can make more ethical choices that promote harmony, balance, and well-being for all. Ready to begin practicing interconnectedness in your daily life? Let's try this kindness exercise. First, make it your goal each day to do something, no matter how small, to benefit someone else, whether it's a friend, a family member, or a complete stranger. Second, write down how you took action, reflecting on the impact you had on others and how it made you feel. This practice will help you cultivate a sense of empathy, compassion, and responsibility for the well-being of the planet. By incorporating each of these steps, it becomes easy to create actions to align with the highest timelines. With a new understanding of our interconnectedness, what is the big picture? Let's shift our focus to the future and explore the evolution of timeline navigation and what you can expect as you become more adept at consciously shaping your reality. So, as we reach the culmination of this exploration into the enigmatic world of déjà vu and timeline shifts, what is the core takeaway? Déjà vu isn't a random neurological hiccup or a mere glitch in the matrix. It's a potent tool for soul evolution, a reminder of our multidimensional nature, and a compass guiding us through the labyrinth of infinite possibilities. It is a window to another you, another choice, another life. You have been granted the new power to consciously navigate those infinite timelines to manifest your destiny. Throughout this journey, we've uncovered the soul's remarkable ability to perceive and remember across multiple timelines. We've deciphered the significance of timeline markers, those potent emotional triggers that signal past life resonances and potential shifts. We've explored the catalysts of timeline shifts, the conscious choices, the subconscious beliefs, and the external forces that propel us onto divergent paths. The power of conscious creation, fueled by intention and unwavering self-belief, is at your fingertips. And we've acknowledged the impact of fear-based choices, the limiting beliefs, and the shadow aspects that can trap us in lower vibrational timelines. You now wield powerful techniques, from shadow work to strategic detachment, for reprogramming your subconscious mind and aligning with your soul's highest purpose. Remember the journey: awareness, action, and accountability. Now, consider how this newfound understanding extends far beyond the realm of personal curiosity. It connects directly to the universal human desire for personal growth, self-discovery, and a more fulfilling existence. Understanding the echoes of the past isn't about dwelling on what was, but about illuminating the path toward what can be. You don't have to simply wonder about timelines. Now you have the skills to explore them with confidence. You are the architect of your timeline. Remember also that individual timeline navigation isn't a solitary pursuit. It's a contribution to the collective consciousness. As you consciously choose higher vibrational timelines for yourself, you're contributing to the creation of a more positive future for all. Just one person choosing love over fear can send ripples that alter the fabric of reality for countless others, creating a cascade of positive change. Every action, every decision, every intention contributes to the tapestry of reality for all of humankind. This understanding also opens the door to profound philosophical questions about the very nature of reality, consciousness, and the illusion of time. It challenges the linear, deterministic view of the universe and invites us to consider that reality may be far more subjective and malleable than they want you to believe. Every moment is a choice point, a divergence, a potential shift. Even the present now isn't fixed. It's a fluid, ever-revolving possibility shaped by your conscious and subconscious choices. Be conscious and take the reins. To make this knowledge a daily reality, continue refining your awareness, practicing strategic detachment, and cultivating unwavering self-trust. The more conscious you become, the easier it will be to recognize timeline markers, navigate potential shifts, and align with your soul's highest purpose. Remember that consistency is key. Recognize that our understanding of déjà vu and timeline navigation is still in its nascent stages, an ongoing exploration. There is much more to discover, much more to uncover, and much more to integrate. It's not simply a buzzword to be tossed around, but a complex and evolving science of consciousness, with endless possibilities for growth and transformation. Continue exploring these concepts, experimenting with the techniques, and sharing your experiences with others. Don't be afraid to question everything, challenge conventional wisdom, and forge your own unique path. There's strength in knowledge and numbers. By sharing your experiences and insights, you can help to awaken others to the reality of timeline navigation and the power of conscious creation. This shared knowledge is also your defense against them. As you delve deeper into this realm, consider the potential for future advancements in our understanding of consciousness, reality, and the power of the human mind. What if we could develop technologies to consciously access and navigate different timelines? What if we could heal past life traumas and karmic debts through targeted timeline interventions? The possibilities are limitless for those who boldly explore this type of practice. For further information, consider exploring the works of Doller's Canon, Michael Newton, and other researchers in the fields of past life regression, quantum healing, and consciousness exploration. Connect with online communities dedicated to these topics, where you can share your experiences, ask questions, and learn from others who are on a similar path. As we draw this journey to a close, I encourage you to share your déjà vu experiences, your insights, and your questions in the comments below. Engage with this community, connect with others who resonate with these ideas, and create a space for shared exploration and mutual support. Remember this: you are not merely a passive observer in a predetermined reality. You are a powerful creator, a conscious navigator, and a multidimensional being with the ability to shape your own destiny and influence the fate of the world. Embrace your power, trust your intuition, and consciously choose the timelines that resonate with your soul's highest purpose. Never forget that you are the key. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery. I appreciate your time, your attention, and your willingness to explore these mind-bending concepts. Until next time, may your path be illuminated by the wisdom of your soul, and may your journey through the timelines be filled with joy, purpose, and unwavering self-belief.